glory we rise and never to fall. Carrying a nation, flowing with the glory. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation of joy forevermore. Ambassador, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty in our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. Ambassador, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty in our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. Mommy more, where would I be without you? Now you be my best friend, now you be my sister, now you be my mentor, and you are still my mama. Mama not going to die, keep on you there, you walk it, mama no lazy. You had me, it's my big in my mind. Now you wash you, my infant head, oh, everything for you I go do, mama. You should love mama, me tell ya love me, I'm a shit love can you be my mama? Mbumbo, mbumbo, imano gadi de gima, mbumbo. Mama, you, I am my. Show your sweet and caring mother how much she means to you. Celebrate her with the special Peak Packs. Peak, it's in you.
Hello, if you are tuning in there, this is Radio Colonel Verla for Amazonian Struggle. Today is Mother's Day, and we want to wish all the mothers out there a special Women's Day, a special Mother's Day. Today, we are going to bring a little bit of something that we don't know, some secret, some mystical truth that will help us to stop the in-house fights. We are going to bring some little truth that you may not know, that we kept, that we will only say when we are in Boya. But because of the house continuously struggling among itself, we are bound to release it out so that we can continue bigly and fatly. Again, this is Colonel Verla. Again, this is radio is meant only for the struggle. And if you are watching today, you can call and contribute. You can call your mother and greet your mother today. You can call your girlfriend and greet her. If you can call the mother of your kid and greet, call the mother of your children and greet. Today is going to be a family time along the merciful truth. Thank you so much. God bless everyone. Invite everyone.
Look at me, thank you, sweet mother. Sweet mother, I never forget you for the suffer way you suffer for me. Sweet mother, I never forget you for the suffer way you suffer for me. When I did cry.
As the struggle continues, we are welcoming Mami Jera. Mami Jera, welcome on board. Mami Jera is on board. Mami Jera is a mother of a kid. Mami Jera understands the cry of the mothers on the ground. Thank you so much, Mami Jera, for all that you have given to this struggle. And we want to thank all the husbands, all the good husbands out there that give mothers a chance to survive. We want to thank all the good guys out there that respect women.
My mother was carry me. She go tell my pikin, where do you dey cry? Yo, stop, make you no cry again.
To all our women that are crying out there because of intimidation, to all our women that are crying out there because of torture, because of rape of their daughters, because of rape of themselves, I want to say to all these women, remember that Jesus Christ once told the women of Jerusalem, cry not for me, but cry for the sake of your future generation. And I want to paraphrase this way. Cry not for us today who are standing and fighting that Amazonia must be free, but cry for the life of our children tomorrow, because that's the reason why we are standing in this struggle and fighting. La Republique must go.
When I was asleep, my mother was fed me. She go lie me well for bed. She cover me cloth, and make me sleep.
And for the people that we don't know, we don't sabi how important we mama dey for we life. People where the mama them don't make them so they sleep, they chop, they grew until they don't forget their mama them. We say shame to you, because if not be your mama, you know for day. No matter the wahala, even the kind drama where you go with you and your mama, you say, that woman did disturb too much. Now I don't grow, I don't be big boy. Now I get my girlfriend, I get time, I feel run behind pretty good women, good girls. But remember that there's a woman that gave birth to you. Remember the pain, the labor that that woman took. It's not even about the day he gave birth to you, but she took 9 months of 9-month gestation period in order to have you on this ground. And I will tell you that there's one person that had the keys to your life. It was your mother. I mean, your mother could have aborted you. She could have done everything to kill you even after birth, but she didn't do it. So no matter the drama that's going on between you and your mom, that drama cannot replace the pain that your mom took to give birth to you.
Leave me, my baby. When I get hungry, my mother go run up and down. They find me something with.
And we get some mama them where they don't spend all their life for work farm, go market, sell, trader. They only make sure say picking go for boarding school. They only make sure say me picking go school, me picking get book, get pen, me picking wear some clothes too. As picking the one guy or two for some place, may you on picking to the shine. It wear some good shoes. That picking today, it don't grow. So you know, your mama know the talk. Because say mama over talk. Now mama, it don't take money away for acquire your own education. Mama make sure say, as you no get education, you must get them. The English way you talk today, or the language, the clothes, all the thing where you do today now because say mama give birth to you. Mama make everything say you must chop before mama go chop. You must sleep before mama go sleep. You must wear good clothes. Mama no dey even care about you. But today, because you don't get education, you don't get understanding more than mama. You see all the things the way mama they talk now, a cake, 19th century. Now that's why mama na a powerful bad person now for your life. God thunder fire you as we talk. Mama, you go live long. They picking you know.
Sweet mother.
Thank you again once more time. This is Colonel Verla, one and one for this struggle. Thank you to everyone. Everyone, thank you. God bless you. There's something very important, the merciful truth that we are going to talk about today. But before we talk, I want us to listen to these words again.
Yes, Honorable Reform Group, and when the Rogo make and the cash will lead them. Now the Bichete struggle will end, struggle will continue to go. Now Milan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is what I want to say. I want us to know. Even when they don't catch with leader, the struggle must continue. So this is the dream of La Republique. And let us understand this once and for all. I have always wished that our people understand. There is something that I've just posted just in Facebook. Did I post it? Maybe not yet. All right, let me check it. I'm going to read something here and some of you will be like, maybe this is not the truth. But that is the truth. Let me see where it is so that I can read, so that our people can know. I go to this, my Facebook page. And then I read it out. During the 1972 referendum, what took place? What transpired? How many people voted to join La Republique and how many people voted against? There were some people who were against, saying it as it is, that we shall suffer if we join La Republique du Cameroon and wipe out the federation to a unitary state. There are always some few people that are always rational. To every society, what kills the society is the crowd. The crowd always kills the society. Let me say it as it is. Look at today. President Paul Biya will stand for the next election. And President Paul Biya will have at least 80% votes. 80% vote. Even if they no bribe, even if they no corrupt, the society, the crowd has always been selling the society. What happened for that football conference? Today, Make I go for them, make we see. We don't put them for some place, for Facebook for some place. Make we all see. I put them for some place. Make all we see them. I won't read them all. Because this thing where we know the talk am so, you know the go, that's all. Where that come in there? Make I go there. Results. Make I read them all my year. Results of 1972 referendum. Total numbers of votes 3,179. 3 million. Sorry, total number of votes. That means that the people where they participate. The total number of people that participate in that 1972 referendum, where they call them Fumban conference, where they be one, where they go for maybe with direct slaves, pure slaves for we land. They want everything, take away with autonomy, everything where we get them. Now for that day where we lost them. What did happen for Fumban conference? That means say for that conference, people wait go vote. Now 3,179,634 people go vote. But what did happen? Maybe we get the truth. For no say how will you go for this struggle now? Now why that way I know the follow crowd. Following crowd will always make us to die. All of us. Because now the crowd make them before we did for thing what we did today. Some people they like where they call them say Dr. Fonlon. They be talk them. They be talk them say hey, pa Fonja, as these people they go vote so you know go and fine. Cardinal Christian to me them. They say this thing so you know go and well. Now me we see them. Upon all the 3,179 people, 634 where they go for go votes. When I see what happen, the people who vote for the unitary states, the people who vote for unitary state, 3,177,846 people, which means 99.9% people voted for the unitary states. 99.9% people voted for unitary states. These are facts. People who voted against, 176 people voted against the unitary state, making a percentage of 0.01% people voted against the unitary state. Oh, mama, hey, we don't suffer. Now crowd, it comes sell we. We blame Jongu Foncha for waiting. No be Jongu Foncha one get this vote, 30 million people go vote for unitary state. These are facts that we don't always want to put in the struggle. But the extent to which the struggle is now, we must bring this to the struggle to educate our people. To educate our people. I will talk in tomorrow's talk show. So, there were also blank votes. Some people, when they can't put now blank votes, say they don't know what to confuse people. You know, say confused people must say. Sometimes like Colonel Verla, some people say I be confused. Okay, some people them too where them be they confused like Colonel Verla. That means say, upon all this 1,612 people will be confused. Them put blank enveloped. Because them look left, look right, they don't see. They look like Republic, look Nigeria, look like Republic, look Amazonia, they don't see what if for do say na federation or na unity set. Them confuse them, they no vote. That means say now 1,612 people no vote. The source, African Elections Database. When I hear what you have, African Election Database, now you talk am. No be same like Republic, they talk am. Now African Election Database, it talk am. Now for the way this information come out. That is the facts. The society is always failed by the majority of the people. Look, America, they cry now, Donald Trump. No be electoral college, electoral college, go with Donald Trump. What the way would they talk? Now the crowd always said the people. Today, merciful truth, make a talk with your one talk now. Make a see some Motumbo day where I feel play that Motumbo. Make people the yada Motumbo before I go continue for here. Because today, we must talk the merciful truth where it day where it go take we go. Because we understand say we people don't they suffer. And we people they suffer because say they know they understand well and fine. Because if we people they understand well and fine, all these things the way they happen, it no go they happen. That's so. No be so my people. No be so it day. Okay. Maybe we hear this one where some person talk up too.
This message now for all Ambazonian man picking them from the age of 18 upward. Now when I command that they talk for when I right now so for war front. Please, for all Ambazonian man picking them from 18 years upward. When I hear me and when I hear me well, We there for war. I say we there for war. Who no sabi say we there for war? Who no know? Say Pobia, the old aged man don't declare war against all Ambazonians. We there for war. This old man don't unleash a killing machine against what woman them, what picking them, what brothers, sisters, what papa, grandpapa, and grandmammy them. Now war no be play. I dey talk for una today on the 12th days of this of the 12th day of this month of May. Today na the 12th of May. We there for war. It is still past me say some fools, some idiots. They don't know say we there for war. We there for war. Serious war. War where you be killed or they kill you. You kill or they kill you. War where they kill. War where they get superior machines. They get guns where we not get a fraction of. They get money where we not get a fraction of. But we get the manpower. And now how many months this one we there for this war? What man picking they say do like say they don't know. Which kind of video them and they watch them every day so? They say soldier they come for Mbonge. Man picking they run woman there for bush. Young boys they carry Okada, jump for inside Coco farm, they run. They say they come for a condo titi. Man picking they run. They say they come for about this other bole. Man picking they run. They say they come for Munyenge. Man picking they run. You the run say now who go fight? You the run say now which standby soldier you don't live and for back where you run. You that my 18 years old brother. What you there for your meal the food? What you there for your meal the day so? What you not there for your meal the food? That day for the now what you? All monkey they use it day for tree. You the wrong woman say who go defend the houses? Who go defend what animals? Who go defend what land? This nonsense must stop. I call from this day on behalf of the soldiers. So every man begin at the fighting age. Time don't reach for you for defend homeland. You the wrong say who go remain fight those soldiers. Look what will happen for Baba. Look what will happen yesterday the 11th. Key man picking them. Look all the dead body them for all the able fighters them. Where they run around where they kill them. Most of them for the civilians. Where if they carry weapon they for fit defend themselves. We have to unite. We call on all able man picking them. From every corner. From Dungamanto. From Boyo. For Bui. From Gokutunja. From Mesa. From Momo. We call on one. From every corner. From Lebialem. Manu. Meme. Fako. Kupe. We now rise together like one man soldier. We now join us for fight this fight. We now join us. We know we go some special school for military. We just get to defend ourselves. We carry weapons today because we there for defend ourselves. We don't be trained on this thing. Now jump past that fight with the fight. And if we not stand together, we go give the Republic a longer time for carry on the carnage and massacre on us. And the killing before it go one end go over plenty. If we woke up for defend ourselves, we go reduce the rate of atrocity where they cause them. The overburning and overkilling will not happen. Let's rise together. Let's wake up as one man commando. And invite on every young man, come to the bush. You the fear wait again. When they train them, give them order for go kill. From 13 years upward. Kill any man picking, you know we don't carry weapon. This war did be declared, you will never carry weapon. Don't prove to be holy here. Don't prove to be so righteous here. Don't prove to be a much better citizen than others. It isn't only we be radicalized. It isn't only we. The vex with the killing and the atrocity where they take place to our place, it must affect us all. You do wrong, say the wrong go side. From today, I pass this as an order for all my boys. When I see any man picking for fighting age, it's a woman the way when I shoot him, when I shoot him, when I shoot him down, shoot him down. You don't go, sir. Where are you going to? For how long will you be running? 10 man? How long will you be running? How long will you be mingling amongst women? You are an enemy. An enemy, combatant or not combatant, you are an enemy. You are a threat to La Republic. That thing for your middle foot, that day for your middle foot, it correct for make you an enemy. You will be killed, you will be hunted down. You will be destroyed. You will be hunted down and destroyed. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't go for my homeland, money no day, eh. Then I look around me, neighbors no day, eh. I'm on the now for bush, say house no day, eh. All the good things around me, nothing no day. No rest they cry, some rest they cry, eh. I just stand up the road now, Papa no day, eh. My sisters they die, eh. My brothers they die, eh. Every day in your life, Papa no day. We don't want we trouble, no, no, no. We don't want we trouble, no, no, no. We don't want we want, no, hey, never go to me. We don't want we palaver, hey, hey. We don't want we problem. I have children now. I want a better than future. And I love my country. I wanna see it grow again. Now which can I think this? Which can I like this? Which can I want to say? Now who start this rubbish? Who start this rubbish? Who start this nonsense? My mommy they cry. My papa they cry.
I am back exactly for the same reason, Mr. Speaker, that you are talking up there. If you are to shut the mouths of the members of parliament so that they do not talk about what has to do with their people, I am telling you, you will need something else other than just this. Because I am standing here for representing my people properly.
Again, my fellow Amazonians, this is Colonel Verla. Colonel Verla is on the radio. She's a host for today. It is time that we should all call. The number is on board. There's a lot of truth that I'm going to talk about today, but I think that it is good that all of us understand where we are in this struggle. Honorable Joseph Weber has one laid the foundation of our struggle. Whether he stands with the struggle or not, he remained a patriot of Amazonian struggle. He said that in the days when he was a federalist, and all of us were talking about federation, but the struggle has soon morphed. There is no way we shall move forward forgetting the foundation of the struggle. We shall never forget our heroes. Whether they are standing with us at this level, we must always appreciate what they did before. Because when you appreciate, that is when they look back to and put more effort. But when you fight your own leaders, you are telling them that what they did for us in the past, in pro bono, and we are not paid. The people on the ground did not do GoFundMes. The people like Honorable Joseph Weber have never done GoFundMes. The people on the ground like Bob the Harmony in those days never did any GoFundMe. Mr. Tazan Wilfred did not do any GoFundMe. Bala did not need any GoFundMe to rally Dr. Fontaine and Mancho BBC. Mancho BBC with Coffin Revolution did not do any GoFundMe. These people stood for this struggle that we may all of us be free one day. That our children will not eat the type of shit we are eating today. And I am afraid, as a humanitarian, that if Mancho BBC is free today, some of us will be given conditions to which Mancho BBC should accept being free. Some of us will be given condition that if they want him to come back home and rest like any other person, he should not take on such and social conditions. We became more terrorist than even the enemy we are fighting. We are now terrorizing some of our people than even the enemy of Yaoundé. We have to call the attention to this. We have tried everything to unite us back, but it's not working. We have done everything that can unite us back. It's not working. It's not working. We have discovered why it's not working. It is not working because our mentality, our enslavement, the type of reasoning we have, full of emotions, fragile minds, we are now being corrupted, bribed, and we have been tampered with. We behave now like viruses that are biased. You just bias them to think like this way, and they cannot think anything different from that. There are some people that if we listen from them, whatever they say, we will just continue that it is right until they will come back and say, oh, they made a mistake, before you think that it was wrong. Listen, recently they have called on La Republican to pack and leave Amazonia. There was a way that was supposed to be said. They said it in an oppressive way, but there was a way that could be said. Example, we have gone and teach the leaders on how to say it. We went and we taught the leaders how to say it. Tell the people of Amazonia that Cameroon government have targeted them. That is simple as that. Very simple as that. Very, very simple as that. Tell them their government have targeted them. Their government want to use them as scapegoat to paint us black, to call us terrorists. The Cameroon government want to kill them because they are living in Amazonia, and then they will paint us black that we kill them. And then they should pack and leave for their safety and protection. Simple as this. We all who did political science, we know how to put things in the political sphere. We are fighting for this struggle against human rights and abuses. And we know that we cannot take human rights into our hands. So we know the way we say things. And we say it in a way that even a Republican will be running. We even run and leave his properties. But when you come in an aggressive manner, you are taking the shape of La Republic. But when you advise the government don't do this, some people think they are more Amazonian than others. Some people think that they are more into IG loving than other people. I want to tell you that no one loves IG than I do. Because I'm the only person who see IG falling on the pit, falling on a hole of sulfur to be burned and kidnapped. Call it, but some people fight me, fight. And today, look at where our leaders them day. Yeah? We get caller. Make her see caller. Where the caller, not the see so. Make her accept her. Hello? Yeah, hello, caller.
Hola.
Hello?
Hola.
Hello?
Hello. Ya.
Yeah, hello, talk.
¿Estás viendo el fútbol?
No escucho bien.
¿Verla?
So the caller, please, again, you can call. I'm not hearing what you say. So the people, you can understand now today the truth. So what is the merciful truth for today? Make I go talk and make all my understand. What is the merciful truth for today? The merciful truth for today, I say, when the struggle be started, when we start the struggle, La Republique to Cameroon government had a mission. One of the mission of La Republique to Cameroon government was to detect every potential leader of Amazonia and kill, assassinate and kill. Wait a minute, I haven't started. When the struggle started, La Republique has an aim and a target to kill, assassinate and wipe out every potential leader in this struggle. La Republique is the enemy. La Republique knows those who are pinching them to the last drop of their blood. I'm telling you that the person that can tell us who is more into Amazonia is the enemy. Because it is the enemy who feel the pain of every leader in this struggle. It is La Republique who feel the pain. Not be we that feel the pain. When they talk, make her calm down, talk small. Make her calm down, talk small, make all people hear. Make her calm down, talk small, make all my ear. I'm also an emotional human being like all of you. My mind is fragile too, like all of you. I don't have wisdom. Unfortunately, I'm not yet old. Maybe when I'm going to be old, I will have wisdom. But what can an old man do? An old man cannot fight, even with wisdom. Useless. So to people who think that I must be Lord or angel or have wisdom to talk, sorry, your market don't fall. Your market, no one will ever come by. People believe that we will. As we are struggling in the struggle, we shall all succeed. So, what did La Republique do? La Republique wanted to litigate everyone. And if you want to know who pinched La Republique more, look at the people that La Republique has wanted, or the people La Republique have tried to arrest. The first scenario happened to Agobala and Dr. Fontaine. Now the first people where La Republique knows that they are potential leaders in Amazonia. La Republique wanted to wipe them out, to kill them, assassinate. I want to say kill. K-I-L-L. Kill. kill them. Are you doubting me? The car of Dr. Fontem was burnt. When they went to set the car of Dr. Fontem to ashes, their plan was that Dr. Fontem and Dr. Bala are always together. By so doing, they will assassinate them and wipe them out in that act. God being so kind, they miss it. They miss it. Ayaba and Akwanga, we are making a lot of massive sensitization for the struggle. A lot of massive sensitization, calling people to honor to what they have been preaching over the past years, and people have not been understanding. When Bala and Fontem are not the knot, let me say it that way, they are not the tie, and get people aware that there is a situation we need to fight for. Ayaba and Akwanga make sure that the people should understand now what they have been standing for and saying independence, and that this is the way forward to get the independence. That has always been a nightmare to La Republic of government. La Republic do not want us to hear that time. Imagine if La Republic no one hear federation. What about independence? So as the independentists were coming inside, La Republic of government has sensed that it's not going to be easy. They send people to Belgium to go and kill Dr. Ayaba. When you see him, now he for screen. Now he for screen. It was the mission to assassinate Dr. Ayaba. To assassinate Ayaba. When I never stop. I go talk and come for interim government. Go for Maurice. I could go for all group when I go here. When I go see what they don't happen for every group of every leadership of every struggle, and you will now see the reason why we have to stand united as one people. That is the reason why I'm saying this. That's why we will stand together as one people. Remember that Ayok Seseku is not today. Remember that Ayok Seseku is not today. And the same enemy that has kidnapped Ayok Seseku is the same enemy that wanted to assassinate Ayaba. The same enemy that wanted to burn Dr. Bala and Fontaine alive. The same enemy that burned Maapi alive. The same enemy that killed and destroyed and killed Samsoya, murdered Samsoya, slaughtered Samsoya, killed Akum Julos. The same enemy wanted to kill Ayaba. Ayaba is their nightmare. Because without Ayaba, the Amazonian could have never picked one. I want to say the truth. Even if they could have picked it, not now. Without Ayaba, we could have never endorsed self-defense. This is the merciful truth. Whether you like or not, whether you castigate me here as they did to Jesus Christ, I will never stop to speaking merciful truth, because salvation is personal. I want to do my own work, so that when I die of the same enemy, God will say, here is my son who said it as it is. Here is my son who covered his eye and even went to talk shows with audio. He don't want to show his face because the face does not matter. What matters is the life of the 8 million people that we may jeopardize or compromise if we don't take care. Now Dr. Ayaba died for screen. Now he died for screen. They do everything possible for kill him, because they know that what Ayaba and Akwanga are about to educate to the people of Amazonia, even if they bring the French army, like Honorable Joseph Wiba say, it will not put them down. Today, because of Akwanga and Ayaba preaching continuously for litigation, for self-defense, now either way we don't come finally, after they don't kidnap with leadership, we see say, they may talk the truth. That means say, it is not good to always fight your people. Me, I be victim. I be fight them too. Say, who say we go take AK-47 for? I be fight them too. I be victim. So we mean that the fight we are not the fight Ayaba for before. Now me I be stupid man. Today we don't come endorse them. Now here where I be tell my federalists, I say federalists, me we think. If we don't fight for go for Boya for true, that means say independentists, them two the fight for go for that same Boya. That means say I tell my federalists, we cannot fight them. If we fight them, we are hypocrites. Because they want to run very fast for go to a place where we take slow for go reach. That means say we then get the same end like we, the same destination like we. So I tell federalists, we cannot fight independentists. They all listen. But what happened before I left from federation to independent remained a secret. That was a secret. But today I want to tell my fellow brothers and sisters what happened today. I want to tell my fellow brothers and sisters what happened before I left from federation to independence. Now, when the interim government of Amazonia was given birth to, that means when they founded the interim government of Amazonia. Let me rewind back a little bit so that people can understand why I left and joined it. Because when you understand, you will see that unity is always my cry. I had to leave my pride, leave everything I have been talking, Imagine the things that I've talked for more than a year. I have to left all of them. I left everything back. I have to leave all of them behind me. Humble myself and move forward. But there's something why I did that. It was not for fame, not for popularity. I will tell you today and you will understand. I have kept this to say it only at Boya during our inauguration ceremony. That was a speech I was going to give in Boya. But I want to say it today so we can understand. Because we want to build this unity and trust back. This unity and trust, we want to build it back again as it was. That's why I have to reveal two secrets today. So, I don't talk and say, La Republic began mission for wipe out every potential leader, every potential person where they stand on their way of making Cameroon a unitary state. Ayaba was one of them. Dr. Verla and Fontaine were one of them. We saw it. Consortium came. Consortium was one of the highest nightmare of La Republic during the era of federation struggle. Then while La Republic of Cameroon banned the consortium, banned all the lawyers union, banned the teachers union, and finally arrested all the leaders that were standing in all those unions. We also it because federation was a nightmare. Secondly, Skakuf came. Skakuf was dangling. We all know that Skakuf was dangling. Cameroon government was putting an eye to Skakuf very bigly and badly. They used an indirect way to kill Skakuf, which means they send the Republican people inside Skakuf and make those people to make the works of Skakuf very bad, to make sure that Skakuf never succeed. And that is why so many people did not see the vision of Skakuf. Even though Skakuf had a very good way, but the people that were there were constantly misadvised by the Republican agents. That's why there was a conflict between Skakuf and the Federalists, even though they were fighting to arrive at the same destination. People, there was no tolerance. People were just thinking that everyone must accept everyone's opinion, which is not the basic for a revolution. In a revolution, people have to grow. People grow. The more you give people knowledge, the more they grow. But during the Skakuf era, we forgot about knowledge. We forgot about education. We all came to understand that 99.9% people were already for independence, which was not a true. It was a farce, not a true, not facts. We still had to do a lot. That's why so many of us stayed behind to bring more people to federation, because I know that once the people believe federation, it means the people believe already that there is need to fight for a struggle. And once the people enter federation, it is easy for me to carry them to independence. As a teacher, I know this. I don't want to say. I just say it today because we want to build the unity and trust. Because we want to build our unity and trust. That's why I'm saying all this today, my people. So I know that if I stay in federation and give more people room and education to join, then it will be very easy for me to take them from federation to independence. It is very hard to join the struggle. The hardest thing is for someone to join the struggle. I know this and we understood this. That's why I was preaching the gospel of tolerance every time. That's why I was preaching that to catch a fish, you can use a net, a hook, or even chemicals to kill the fish. What matters is if the fish is on the table, the final destination. So the Republic tried everything possible to finish consortium, all the leaders of consortium, and the highest nightmare of the Republic when they kidnapped Bala, Fontaine, Manto BBC, and Ayapol Abende. When they kidnapped these people, they thought that they have crippled the People's Revolution. They said the next nightmare of La Republic was that Tampang Ivo Tanku and Mark Barretta now command the struggle. They did everything possible to bribe these guys, to bribe them. They did everything possible to destroy them. They even put newspaper. I remember when I was with Ivo and I was talking with Ivo, and the first day that they put Ivo as wanted person in Cameroon, I called, I said, brother, I don't see that vision newspaper. I said, I don't see that newspaper. For that newspaper, I see say you be wanted. He said, Captain, you don't worry. Captain, you worry. But you know what, Captain? Struggle must continue. That means we will not look back. Now when they don't tag we as wanted people, that means we will not look back, colonel. Because now so, that time I been a captain, say captain, because now so, we no get any, now when they don't put we as wanted, that means they don't put we name for day. That means we no see day. Now only ahead. I say, now so they general, now so they. I don't hear you, General. I don't hear you. The same thing happened with Mark Barretta. They say he be terrorist. They put you for newspaper then. I told Mark Barretta. Mark Barretta says struggle must continue. Who said that it was gonna be easy? Mark Barretta have said it every time. Who says that it was gonna be easy? La Republic targeted these people with money. They know they were young people trying to have a lot to survive in their life. They brought 500 million francs CFA. That means that they know that Mark Barretta and Ivo had got a lot of activists like Colonel Verla, Prince Jeka, Mame Gerard, another one where they be there, where they not still be activists today. They know say Ivo be the day and Amak Barreta na them day for the command. So they bring 500. Them said that their minister of finance, some minister, where they call him, I forget the name. Without money, it carry them so they go abroad. 500 million pounds ever. Say me they stop activism because they know that these people are the people to join the La Republic, the Amazonian leadership. They will join and their action on this struggle will be very, very vital. La Republic try to kill them and destroy them. Our people did not see. Why can you don't see? Because La Republic use intelligence. The militia and the military and the government intelligence where they don't get them for the past 57 years as we don't be our own slaves. Slaves don't get any room for knowledge. So they try any possible means to kill them. It did not work. They come from the back. They come from the back and put a virus to the heads of our Amazonians. They put virus to our heads to start the hate. They pounded hate in between us. And that's what transpired. You saw what transpired. So Skakuf was given birth. When Skakuf was given birth, that was a very good initiative. Imagine if we had all united, we could have defeated La Republic since. La Republic infiltrated Skakuf. So the other thing that we were so much in that Skakuf should have understood that they were La Republican people inside Skakuf who constantly give advice to La Republic, to Skakuf. So that in that effect, that's why Skakuf did not succeed. Because La Republic brought an indirect method to crack down Skakuf. And they did it and that worked. That worked. Everyone knows this I'm saying. I want to break the beautiful truth. And then later on, Skakuf discovered themselves that at every time you cannot just be saying that things are working when things are not working. You cannot just be saying that we must be united when there's no unity. We cannot be saying that it is a must when there is no thing happening. No one wants to be part of it. Skakuf decided and dissolved it. So they dissolved it and the Amazonian leaders sat and said, now we are dissolving Skakuf. But what is next? They formed the interim government of Amazonia. When they formed the interim government of Amazonia, a lot of people love the interim government. The same way the people love Skakuf before Skakuf did not deliver. So the people love the interim government of Amazonia. In fact, I am one of the people who says that we should form the interim government with a president and not a prime minister. For people who know how my activism is. I am one of the people who say that it is a mockery to ourselves if we have an interim prime minister and not the interim president. That we are fighting a government where a prime minister is a piece of shit. Where a prime minister is regarded as a piece of shit. That our struggle will not be very massive with full momentum if we go and make but a prime minister. I said many times, I was crying every day that it must be interim president. Thank God the interim government listened and they brought us our interim president. I endorse it fatly and bigly. Now, how the Republic wanted to crack the interim government? I think that only federalists know this one. Some federalists that are very, very wise know this one. I want to talk it here so that you can know how we have done in this struggle. Some people don't know. La Republic wanted to crack the interim government using the federalists. They approached me. So many of them became my friend. Proposed me a lot of good things. I don't want to say it here because I've kept this for Boya. I want to keep this one for Boya. Whatever they proposed to me and the messages they gave me, I want to keep those one for Boya. Proposed me a lot of good things. Proposed me a lot of things. Charity, my organization, all these things that they proposed, I want to keep it safe here. I said, but I asked myself, these people are becoming my friend like this. What is the problem? Some of them actually told me that they believe that the people of Southern Cameroon they were good. It's good that they should fight to restore their federal status. This is now the La Republic to Cameroon government is discovering that these people are moving to independence and it's never going to be back for them to come back to federation. So they wanted to empower us, the federalists, to stand as federalists so that we can now join them and fight the independentists. Colonel Verla is not a stupid person. Colonel Verla is not a no-wisdom man like so many people say that I don't have wisdom. The one where God give me, Naya needs. The kind of wisdom where I get them now, it be correct. Because it is suit for everything where I want them. It is fit for my private life, fit for our struggle, fit for everything in the society where I want to put my hand upon. I put myself and say, but these La Republican people, journalists of CRTV, La Republican people when they say for government, they want to be friend for me. They want to be, why these people want to be friend for me? I go type something for Facebook. Now so them go there on top. Yeah, colonel, true, captain. Yes, captain, not true that. Captain, these people, interim government is, I said, I put my head down so. I did like 2 weeks. When I remember some 2 weeks where I been say, make every man give Seseku. Yeah. Some 2 weeks after they announced Seseku, we don't know what way Colonel Verla be talk. Colonel Verla be talk truly. I come and I say, I don't know who Seseku is. I don't know if Seseku was always on the struggle or not. I call everyone to give tolerance to Seseku. Give time to Seseku. Let Seseku prove to us who he is. Is it not my words? These were my words. I gave tolerance to Seseku. I did not know him. I was not like, oh, where people have been fighting, why should Seseku come and Tatan Wilfred is there and Tatan... I did not look at it from that way. I said, people should give Seseku tolerance and chance to prove to us who he is. With time, we saw who Seseku was, a very lovely person, the most tolerant person, the person who came and broke the yoke and said that court case was, that there was nothing like a court case independent from the court. That Foliho was just a lobbyist. Thank you, Seseku. When Seseku said this, I know this is the people's leader. I know that this man is going to be a nightmare to the Republic because of his humble nature. That is why I endorse Seseku. Some people don't know why. I endorse Seseku because he was a very, very rational person. He proved to us that he was for Amazonia. He proved to us that he was a good person. During the era of Seseku, you heard maybe the word fire maybe one time or none. You did not hear this ranting all over, ranting. You did not hear that. He came and started with what is called a Skinnerian theory, reinforcement. Reinforcing the people to know their right, to know what they are fighting for. Educating people the more. That's why Seseku will sit in TV and talk about the struggle, educating the people about their rights. That is what our people needed, education. So after that, what happened next? The Republicans tried to use my platform to fight the independentists. I put my head down and said, but my mission is not to fight the independentists. I said, even if the independentists are wrong, even if they are wrong because Cameroon government has thrown us to what we are today. I put myself and say, even if the independentists are wrong, I cannot join my enemy to fight the enemy of my enemy. I said, based on common logistic, as a student of social science, which means I myself becoming a social scientist, a political science student, I put my head down. The same money we don't carry go for school, go learn political science because of this struggle. Because I started political science only when this struggle started. And I discovered that I'm lacking some knowledge in order to deliver. Thank God to that knowledge that I went and paid with my hard-earned money and got in my brain. In this my coconut brain. I put my head down and say, if I join the enemy of my people and find my other brothers and sisters, then I am the biggest enemy to the struggle. That means that the enemy to your enemy, when you fight the enemy of your enemy, you become the biggest threat or the biggest enemy in the struggle. Which means if I join the Republic to fight interim government, then I am the worst thing that have ever existed in Amazonia. Whether the interim government is right or wrong, whether it is right or no, whether it is correct or not, I cannot join the Republic to fight my own brothers and sisters because of their ideology and their opinion, and to them they know that the Republic is the enemy. I put my head down. It was almost a week. I was not coming in Facebook Live. I was thinking and reflecting. I said, why are these people becoming friends to me? I detected the problem. I diagnosed the problem. When I diagnosed the problem that they want to use me to destroy the interim government, use me and the followers of the page, the people who follow the page, so that I can educate them that the interim government is a mafia, right? I only say the court case was mafia, not the interim government. I say the court case was mafia, no skakuf. For people who understand my platform. I say the court case was mafia, no skakuf. I said the court case was mafia, not the interim government, because you cannot fight your own people. You fight the enemy, not your own people. When you fight your own people, the enemy benefit the more. I put my head down. I pronounce it. I diagnose it. I diagnose that Cameroon government want to use this platform and the people, the followers of this platform, for me to use the same education I've given to the people, that there's need for change, need for abolition of slavery in Cameroon. They wanted me to use the same mind to teach my people that the interim government was. I put my head down after 1 week. That's when I brought an executive action. And I took the thousands of federalists to independence. That was the first step to kill the divide and rule policy of the Republic. That is how we destroyed the divide and rule policy. That's how we destroy and scatter the divide and rule policy of the Republic. So I came and put my hand down and said, Lord, you are the giver of my strength. Lord, even though many say I don't have wisdom, but God, give me the type of wisdom I want. I have diagnosed that Cameroon government want to use divide and rule policy to empower me to fight the independents, to fight the interim government. But Lord, I did not come in the struggle to fight my own people. I came to struggle knowing that the Republic is the enemy. Lord, give me the power and the wisdom that I need to counter this. And the Lord gave me the power I needed. I myself first made the video. The video I made called Executive Action to the Federalists. I was afraid. I was afraid to put that video out. And I think I'm gonna look for that video and play so that everyone can hear. I will look it at in the course. I was afraid. I was afraid that they're going to fight me. And I know, imagine when you are standing as a leader of thousands of people. They were in the group, thousands of us in many groups, Federalists. I was like, what will the people say when me, who was telling them that we can stand like this, how will I tell to them? The story of Moses and Aaron, the same thing happened to me. I came out, I made an executive order, and I put it in Facebook. It went viral. I called all the Federalists to order. Me and my former people and my colleagues, we had some hiccups. We had to sit and talk and dialogue among ourselves. Me and General Ivo had to dialogue among ourselves. It was not easy. We went into a gentleman dialogue. I thank God. I thank God that we went and dialogue like gentlemen. And we sought everything out. But it was only La Republic that was making it hard for my brothers and sisters to come together to understand my ideology and opinion. Because our people from within, we are constantly fighting them too. Fighting them and making sure that they are evil. But they do not know that Cameroon government is going also to the independentists and making the independentists to fight and repair the Federalists. So the Federalists should never ever join the independentists. Cameroon government were fighting from two ends. They go and some of them will join the independentists just to fight the Federalists, to make sure that Federalists don't join independentists. You understand? They want to empower us to be fighting against the independentists, and then they go to the independentists to fight the Federalists from there. So that Federalists and independents should never come together. They should never unite. I diagnose all these things. I diagnose it, and then I come out and I announce it. I say, what is the way forward? The way forward is not the prognosis. What is the cure of this? What is the prognosis? I came out, gave an executive action, called all my Federalists to order. We fought in our groups, like a week. Like a week, we were throwing punches on each other. I called them and I speak to them and say, look, we are asking Cameroon government to dialogue with our leaders. We will have to dialogue now. Now that it has been done, we are looking for the way forward. I educated them. I want to thank all the Federalists that were with me. I want to thank them. These are very lovely people, full of tolerance. They gave an ear to me. Once they gave me an ear, come on there. We don't know who colony be. We don't know who will colony be. I take them from step 1 to step 2. I tell them from 1 to 2 to say an enemy to your enemy. You cannot fight the person that is fighting your enemy. If you fight the person fighting your enemy, then you have joined as an enemy. They understand. I say, may they look. Say, this is what is going to happen. That all this thing where they with the say Skaku people they fight with, say no be Skaku people actually. Say na La Republic people where they don't enter them, they don't brainwash them, they make them now some people them they fight with. Say they fight me so say me will never ever come join together. And then I tell them say some people they were there for inside we, where they're not there for the struggle, but they're there for inside we only for the fight independentists. Say make independentists and we never ever come join together. I tell them how Cameroon government don't use for divide northwest and southwest. I say now the same thing that way they use them now. In a very high intelligent manner. I tell you that these Federalists were one of the most tolerant people in this struggle, and today they join independence. They know the fight. They know the fight in the house. They just did them. That is when we all agree that we are moving to independence. So that it is better that in political science, it is always better that let everyone or majority fail than for some people to be having it right and some people having wrong. Let everyone in the class fail the test so that the teacher should know that the test was set above the capacity of the student. The student we are lowly taught for that. I say it is better that all of us speak one language so that when we go to UK and Britain, they will not say we are confused people. I educate my people like that. I educate the federal like that. I say it is better for all of us to, and I tell them that look, we are very rational people. I know that only few people are always rational, but the majority of people have gone this way. Let us see and go with them and educate them with tolerance. Let us stand with them. And the way of our action to be a role model so that they will understand that we are not enemy, but we are brothers and sisters. I had to preach like this for more than a week to federalists. They started loving it and liking it. They carry themselves behind me. Now we will carry them. We fall for inside the interim government. Now we don't push interim government now. As it go, as the text say La Republic now has discovered that I have rubbished them. La Republic was frustrated. That's why our interim government was flourishing. Seseko Ayoktabi, flourishing, coming. All of us are clapping hands. Seseko Ayoktabi, our president. Once and for all, we can now say this is ours. Everyone was happy now to ever see somebody and say, this is my president. That was a nightmare to La Republic Cameroon government. When they see us federalists carry ourselves, I turned down all the efforts, all the offers that they gave me, I turned them down. So I went further. So many times they blocked Ivor's page. Ivor was also writing his PhD exams and so on and so forth. I went further and we unite with the independentists. We started fighting the struggle. The struggle continued big time family. Cameroon government had to crack down the interim government. They tried to crack the interim government in whatever ways. The same way they wanted to crack Skakuf. It was so tough for them. They tried to use each and every method, even to buy some of our people to kill the interim government. Some of us were already with the interim government, so we brief and we caution the interim government and we caution and open the minds of the citizens. We use the same method that we use to diagnose everything and say, no, interim government, we are seeing that Republicans are coming in. Cameroon government again is bringing them from the back. Watch out. Then the Cameroon government has succeeded to pioneer some of the activists, some of the leaders in this struggle. Cameroon government has succeeded to hold them from their testes. That's why even our caution did not work for the interim government. Even though we have been, the videos are in my Facebook Live. Anyone can see it. Even though we have been cautioning the interim government that they are inside, that the same mode is inside, they could not hear. You cannot blame the interim government. Cameroon to La Republic to Cameroon government worked so hard to achieve that dream. But some of us saw it. But because of some fragile minds, that crowd, the crowd is always wrong. Example, like people who voted for the people who voted for the unity state, more than 3 million people vote, and only 100 and something people vote against the unity state. You see, the crowd will always fail in life. That's why President Pombe has been voted every year, more than 80% every time presidential election. You understand? So we detect this coming, and we know that these people want to crack Seseko Ayoktabi, because Ayoktabi is a man of how they call it, a man of integrity. They know that under the hand of Ayoktabi, this struggle will go big and fat. They have a mission now to destroy Ayoktabi. They went on the mission, they succeed. Ayaba and Ebenezer saw it. I saw it. General Ivor saw it. Even Mark Barretta saw it. Yannick Chiko saw it. Akoson Pauline saw it. We saw it. We know it. We know the history of the UPC. We know what they did to UPC. So we always take that as a caution. We saw it. Some people think that we don't love the interim government because we did not join. No, we did not join because we know that if we join, what happened to the interim government will happen to us. We know it. That's why we were cautioning the interim government every time. Some people thought they were more Amazonian than us. Some people were continuously fighting under us, forgetting that no, you cannot fight us. When you fight us, you are helping Cameroon government to crack us down. You cannot fight the enemy of your enemies. You cannot. You can only fight the enemy of your brother. So with that reason, with that effect, they come and kidnap the whole internet cabinet members. And now some people were like, oh, Colonel Verla was right. The worst thing in my life is when I hear a citizen saying that Colonel Verla was right. The worst thing in this struggle I want to hear is that Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga was right not to have joined the interim government. This is the worst thing I want to hear in this struggle. Because you did not listen. You call Ebenezer Akwanga as a terrorist. You call him as a bad man. You call him as this. You are helping Cameroon government. These are people that Cameroon government want them dead. Not even like arrest. Dead. They arrested Ayoktabi. But Cameroon government want the Akwangas and Ayaba dead. But because they have intoxicated your brain, you cannot understand that the same intoxication that they used to kidnap our cabinet member is the same intoxication they are using to brainwash you to say you want Ebenezer dead. Some of you have said that you want Ebenezer dead. Brothers and sisters, I think that we have to stop that division. We have to stop all those forms of division. Where you want to describe Ebenezer in some bad words, and then you go now and you are talking that says that Sako is a good man. Are you not the ones that we are against even the nomination of another leader? When they take Ayok Tabi, so many IG members were that until Ayok will come back, no leader will come. So today is already getting to 5 months. So we should have been waiting for 5 months until the return of Ayok. As a society, now only the crowd is the key society. Now only plenty people where the reason where for society them they small 1%. 1% so now only people where the reason smartly. If not, how will 95% of the youth be slaves in the hand of 2% old people? Think about this. The same 95%, 98% youth, now them they carry their wood go give them for old people. The same 98% when they youth, now them the same go carry youth give them for old people. How will 2% old people be leading and ruling and ruining 98% youth? Among these 98% of the young people, at least 70% of them now voters age. Because the crowd is always very stupid, foolish. The crowd never listen, very fragile and very breakable, emotional. That's the characteristic of crowds. I want to say in political science, the worst thing that exists in human philosophy is the crowd. The crowd. The crowd. You have the crowd fighting to and saying that they were not like interim government. They were not like this. The same crowd where that there is not gonna be another interim leader except the return of Ayok. Now only some of we, Mabareta, Colonel Verla, I think another person where I don't know whether na Kapota or na Shiria Tanga. Where them say they caution the interim government to say, make no mistake. Cameroon government crack our leaders because they don't want to see those leaders. Because the post of president has given us, what did they call them say, momentum. We need to form another post of president. We need to, whether it is nomination or appointment, appoint another one. The people know the year. The same 99.9% society know the year. Until after 3 weeks, they see no hopes of return of Ayok Seseku Tabi. In wisdom, you must not explain things. In wisdom, when I say I don't get wisdom, what do you mean say Colonel Verla not get wisdom? I know they say I get wisdom. But what do you mean? Where would I look? Would I not see say Cameroon government don't kidnap with leader because say they want to kill the struggle? What kind of wisdom you want them for me? When you yourself do not have wisdom. Dividing the people. The federalists have come to the struggle. They know that at every time a leader is needed for every struggle. Because there's no time Israelite we are without a leader. And the time where the Israelite people not get leader because Moses go pray, forget the 10th commandment. What happened? The Israelites went confused. They were without a leader, helpless. They started doing other things. We say we cannot have 3 people in the struggle. We need 3 people as leaders. We need 1-man commando and then 3 people there. Some people know this until we come get Sako. So some people now when they be against Sako, now them today they say we they against Sako. No be even when Sako come for place. Cameroon government did that. You do not know. Today the fight is against Ayaba too. We not fight Ayaba. The man of self-defense, the rifleman, will pack fine. Will pack fine. Those are characteristics of pure slaves. Pure slaves will always turn and fight their masters so that they can remain slaves for life. You are some people who want to liberate you. You are fighting against them. And then you will be slaves and crying. But you don't understand that you are fighting because the colonial regime in Yaoundé make it possible that you must have to fight. The colonial regime in Yaoundé make possible that you should have to fight them. That is the dream of the colonial regime in Yaoundé. That we should fight anyone that want to stand. I want to tell you the truth. The people who are fighting Ayaba today, the same people fought against Mark Barretta and Ivo. And the people who fought against Mark Barretta and Ivo, they turned and fought against Dr. Bala. The same people who fought against Dr. Bala, today they are fighting against Dr. Ebenezer and Dr. Ayaba. And I want to tell you the truth. The same people will turn and fight against Samuel Sako. Because one time, I remember, the same people fought against Tassan Wilfred. The same people fought against Tassan Wilfred. The same people are fighting against Ayaba and Akwanga today. The same people will turn and fight against Sako. If Sako start winning this struggle finally and big, I'm telling you, they will start fighting him. If Sako starts speaking very, very well for this struggle, they will start fighting him. They will start fighting him, the same people. Because Cameroon government is the one that is behind all these tricks. We only need to understand. We only need to understand. Them go come for you and say, Colonel, you talk rubbish. You do this. Those are the Republican agents. They do not want us to get education. Remember from day one of the struggle, how many times they don't fight we? Them put my picture as dog to make me not to fight. They say I be Verla chop shit. Some say I be the tampam dog. only to intimidate me to feel that I cannot talk for the struggle, because when I come talk, they say I be Banso man. Yeah, it is a Gustav, it is a Skakuf, it is a Consultum, it is now so they be do say me I not talk for the struggle. SK, I be listen. I am not out to be a grammar professor. I am not out because I'm an English professor. I know the people when they go America go start rap. I know people when they go America go start rap, then come the rap for their people. I want to rap, I rap with Americans. I don't go back to my people and start rap. What the rap he give? Rap no he give independence. Now grammar will give you independence? No. I knew that the way I need to talk to my people is the same way I was fed, the same way I grew up, the same way I used to talk to my people, the same way I talk. So they come and try to use that way to derail me, to put me down, and I say resistance must continue. I want to thank everyone that stood with me. They said, Big Mami, I want to thank you so much. I want to thank people like Favor, Nagelas, Giles. I want to thank Una so much. I want to thank Una so much for empowering me. I want to thank Una so much for standing with me. Even during the time when I said the court case was mafia and thousands of people left me alone. I want to thank you, the few people who stood with me, because I speak the truth. The truth hurt so much. So much that I quite ask myself, what is it that our people cannot understand the truth? How is it that people are slaves but cannot select what make people slaves? They cannot select. What is the problem? But I know that it's due to the intelligence of the 57 years mafia in us, which is La Republic. I know that's due to the intelligence of the 35-year-old man that have vowed to destroy Amazonia, President Paul Biya. I said, I cannot blame the slaves. I only blame the slaves for not educating themselves or not being tolerant to listen to the truth. I can't really blame the Amazonian because they are slaves. They don't know. They don't know. They will fight against every leader, every potential leader. If you see any man where they know the fight for this struggle, that means that man do and done. No be leader. Any man that has come to deliver in this struggle will be fought. I am telling you, wait until Sako start delivering. Wait until the end of this month. If the thing where Sako call him say my trip to Buya is real, after the end of this month as Sako talk, if that my trip to Buya start to deliver, you will see fight where they will give him for you go wonder. You go white hand. You know go Grayson at the same Sako where they be stand for behind. But it's not their fault. They do. It's Yaoundé government that come and do that. Yaoundé government make our people to start hating their leader for a reason, of course, to keep us as slaves for life. I want us to detect this. Why am I saying all this? When you know about all this, you will not fight your leaders anymore. Because any man that want you to fight any leader in this struggle, you will know that that person has been compromised by the Republic of government. Compromised socially, be it culturally, be it financially, or in whatever level, politically or philosophically, that person has been corrupted to make you to start fighting your own people. That's why I come every time and caution the people. I was not fighting Sakuf. I fought the court case that independent from the court was rubbish. I still say it today. And I'm not afraid to say it because it is the reality. I have never fought IJ. I fought the things that they took that were not right. I didn't fight interim government. How many times did I put in my Facebook that it is good that we should have ours? So my brothers and sisters, I think that we should all understand that Cameroon government is a highly intelligent terrorist, that we must all know that we have to put down all our wisdom together. And the worst in this struggle are people who come and say, Colonel Verla, you don't get wisdom. You don't have wisdom. But the same people where they claim say they get wisdom. What are you doing with your own wisdom? What have you done with your wisdom? What are you doing with your wisdom? If man way get wisdom, now only man way get wisdom. It is man way no get wisdom. So you don't come detect say I don't get wisdom because you get wisdom. What do you don't do for this struggle for your wisdom where you claim say you get her? You see ghost people moving and saying that I don't get wisdom. Man where you get wisdom, enough it be ghosts at this point of the struggle. Now you the make them with job day very difficult. Now you the make them before the Republic to call with terrorists. All the people where they work and make from when they be a ghost. We go to call them now la Republican because now you the make them they tag we as terrorists. We are real people. We talk with our faces, our pictures are built up everywhere in social media. But you make it so hard for us, you make Cameroon government to call us as terrorists. Yes, because we are a ghost. How can you be ghost fighting for a revolution? Did Thomas Sankara fought as a ghost? Did Nelson Mandela achieve to abolish apartheid in South Africa as a ghost? Did Julius Nyerere fought as a ghost? Did Jomo Kenyatta fought as a ghost? Was American liberator Abraham Lincoln fighting his own white people as a ghost to abolish slave trade? Was American Martin Luther King Jr., was he fighting as a ghost? Was Thomas Jefferson, who once says that when injustice become law, resistance become duty, did he say that as a ghost? The problem in this struggle today is these people moving around as ghosts. Let us identify that they are Republicans. Let us identify. Even on the ground, our soldiers are moving, who are moving in self-defense. They are not even fighting as ghosts most of the time. You have seen their pictures saying that they are fighting to free their nation. So I think that, my fellow brothers and sisters, we should all understand that Ayaba is not the problem in this struggle. The problem is us not understanding the reason why Ayaba did not want to join the interim government. The problem is that Ayaba has detected a problem that need to be sorted out. We went and fought them. You fought them, make the interim government blind, and our leaders are kidnapped. And today, that our leaders are kidnapped for the same reason that Ayaba and Akonga did not want to join the interim government. You still don't understand. You still don't get it. It is only a reason that the interim government got it. It is only yesterday that the interim government got it. So look at, we go only the sale after the market. Now where they don't discover another reason, we are some rat moles in the struggle. It was good that the interim government should do what they did. It was good. If the interim government has not given a sanction to Dr. Success, Dr. Success could have not said what he said today. He could have not said it today. That means that Dr. Success is a wolf. Because Dr. Success, you will get the truth. Why you will the keeper? Why you will keep the truth? If na Ayaba go just talk him. Ayaba for don't talk him direct. If na Akwanga don't keep that type information. If you don't talk him for save life. So Dr. Success, so you know what will be happen for Naira Hotel, you did quiet. You are one of the problem in this struggle. Dr. Success, even though you spoke the truth, because the consortium, because the People's Revolution has faced you. If the revolution did not sanction Dr. Success, Dr. Success could not say the truth today. You see, this is how you reason. That is how you reason. And only today, for before when we say make the interim government take action, only citizens, members, surrogates, they make it difficult for the interim government to take action. When Seseko and Tasa Wife still there, these are things that Seseko and Tasa Wife should have done this thing since now. Eh? You go leave them until your house go burn before you start put fire extinguisher for house. You go leave them until your house don't burn all before you go call Sape Pompe, make they can put quench the water, quench the fire. Every time house the burn, you forget about the house where the burn. You go the vacuum and smoke for inside house. Colonel Verla don't talk am. Say no. Now the fire, concentrate for fire, not be house where the burn. They leave them until they kidnap the interim government all before you come to send the Republican out. So you go wait until they don't do what they don't do. And nash your woman them, APA you get them, rape them, brutalize them, kill them before you go take action where you go save them. Hi people, oh, the crowd perish because of lack of knowledge. Now only from behind where the crowd they learn. Now only from the back where the crowd they ever learn. So now some of we where we defy say we don't even make another leader until Seseko come back. After 3 months where we did where the struggle they die, we even almost collapse the struggle. Where do we begin? Finally, we go make leader. So why will we waste time? Wait till when we begin them for that time when leader no be there. Until struggle one die before some of we, some of Wuna think say Colonel Verla be talk the truth. The next day say may they make another leader. That was from the experience of what happened to the consortium. If Mabarata and Ivo did not come immediately after Bala and Fontem were arrested, let me tell you the truth. We could have been done in this struggle. And Bala and Fontem could have been assassinated. They could have killed Bala and Fontem. That was their wish. That's why Bala and Fontem were taken away by masked men, unidentified, armed and masked men, which meant they were not having any seal that you will know that they are Cameroon government military. You will not know. Cameroon government wanted to assassinate Bala and Fontem and then says that the people abroad, like Ayaba, did it. That's the truth. When they do that, they will say that the people talking about against federation did it. The same way, when they come burn the car of Dr. Fontem, nobody say na the Viper burn them. Nobody them say na the Viper we go burn Dr. Fontem's car. When I lie, today we are seeing the truth. It's La Republic that was doing those fires. Then go burn school, say na Viper burn them. Then go burn this. We know the kind of thing where Viper they do. In a CBDM hall where they burn them, of course, na Viper burn CBDM hall. But no, that one is on fire for Viper Day. So people, the Republic enter into the struggle, make some of us not understand the truth. When some of us we don't hear the truth they talk, they know the one year. Some of us who discover that the Republicans are big inside and something will happen. We there for corners IG, so we see IG, so see this is the woolly, this is Amazonia IG. But look, they don't understand that they are surrounded by wolves. When Dr. Ayaba come caution them, they say Ayaba say he go do this. When the Benisa look and caution them, then say they fight for power. Any man when they caution the interim government, they say na fire the fight. Until now, all interim government they come kidnap them. Some of we now they cry. Mama, the same people that led to the kidnap of interim government, directly or indirectly, they are watching me here. The same people are standing today with Sako. The same people that were against the nomination of another leader called Samuel Sako, Mama, they are here today. They are here. And the same people will fight Samuel Sako tomorrow. When some of us are cautioning to save the life of Samuel Sako. As we are doing today. Because Mama, what I'm doing today, I'm still cautioning the interim government. That interim government, no one love you than I do. No one love you than Amazonian do. Nothing say person where they call to order now because no love you. In fact, if person not love you, he go inside go ahead and like public make it come kidnap him. So if the interim government for don't do all this thing where they come sanction Dr. Success, sanction excuse Mandang, Dr. Ojo, Dr. Nalova, sanction Millard Atam. This thing for don't do before when people they call them. More than 1 year people start calling them say make interim government acts. Only way they mailed, it don't spill. The mail is already spilled. They already kidnapped Ayok Sesekutabi. What did you become sanction now? What did you don't gain for that? Now you don't sanction, you don't bring Ayok Sesekut back. You don't sanction them, you don't bring Tasa Wifed back. Until the abomination and the calamity has happened. Now only for back where will they come learn? Now we go now. Make I talk them clearly because I am the fearless, unrepentant advocate for human rights and democracy. Now, we went in sanctioning. The interim government did so good. Even though too late heavyweights. But it is good to stop it because it's never too late because they are working hard to kidnap Samuel Sako too. They missed it last month. Last month they wanted to kidnap Samuel Sako. They missed it. Maybe Samuel Sako don't even know. I don't even think that he know about security officer. And the prayers that we did pray, nothing stop them. Because if prayer they stop, they go, don't stop for the kill with people. David did not rely only on prayers. If David could have been sitting on top of the Bible, I'm telling you that Goliath could have put David down. So you understand, my people? That is what transpired. And some people are just there, just fighting. About this, fighting. Apanga this, until they come and kidnap the whole internet cabinet members. I think that some of us are learning now. I know that no one loves Amazonia than us. Some of us are standing here, and when we see our government taking wrong decisions, we cry. Of course, it is good that they should have they cautioned Dr. Ojang, Dr. Nalova, Dr. Mangang, and Milam Atan. That is good. But when the interim government go to cease collaboration with Akwanga and Ebenezer, I laugh. You know why I laugh? Akwanga and Ebenezer are not in the interim government. Which collaboration are you stopping with Akwanga and Ebenezer? When you have been telling the people that Akwanga and Ebenezer have refused to join you. Our interim government cannot be very hypocritical. Because that's hypocrisy. You have been telling the people that Ebenezer Akwanga and Dr. Ayaba has refused to join the interim government. So what collaboration are you stopping? You are making our people to be looking at the interim government very invalid. Please, the interim government need to, when you say something, let it be very solid. Our government cannot be making mistakes like this. Our government cannot be going down sometime like this. I mean, this is the reality, people. I want to talk as a lot of political science. As a political scientist, a student that are going to learn this political science, I don't want to talk like Avis Ngolengole. I don't want to speak like Avis Ngolengole, pressing Cameroon government even to an extent of putting Cameroon government down. I don't want to be like Atanga Dipo, pressing Cameroon government even to an extent of killing Cameroon government. I don't want to be like all this Alain Mebengo, all this Laurent Esso, when they press Cameroon government until put them down. I don't want to be like Tilapia Chiroma, when they press Cameroon government so they put them for back. I want to tell my government as it is. To the government of Amazonia, the sanctions against the rifleman was very, very vague. It was fast. It was not called for. The rifleman, you have told your people already several times that they have refused to join the interim government. Then why are you sanctioning collaboration? Which collaboration, I am asking here, which collaboration is the interim government sanctioning the rifleman for? Which collaboration? Which collaboration? We all know that Dr. Ebenezer and Ayagba are not with the interim government. We know this. So, which collaboration, instead of that, you want to help La Republic to achieve their goal? You want to help La Republic to achieve the goal of destroying the self-defense. You want to help the government of Cameroon to achieve their own thing where they don't make them say the people where they La Republic to kill them for on the ground, na Ayaba make them. So now Ayaba they go kill people. The same way where Ayaba go for Daddy village, we make sure say we go make sure say make all man know say Ayaba no be go for Daddy village. Until Ayaba had to release some videos that even jeopardize the struggle. We fight until Ayaba has to prove himself that he was in Daddy village. And what happened? When Ayaba released the video of him and the armies, the Changshu soldiers, we now start laughing them as Changshu soldiers. That's when I tell the people, look, no Amazonia can do this. These are the Republicans that have come and they are now like a virus contaminating Amazonians who don't want to reason. I caution every Amazonian now to be reasoning. Let every Amazonian be reasoning. Let every Amazonian be reasoning. You have these people that might have done bad. But I want to tell you that to sell out our leaders, it is not Akwanga and Ayaba. These are people that are very rational in this struggle more than anyone. We all fought them. They did not stop what they are doing. We all fought them. I myself fought them. They did not stop what they are doing. They keep preaching their own ideology and their roadmap. Today, we stand on their roadmap. And then we want to sanction them. It is called plagiarism. We are plagiarizing their roadmap. If not, what is our own roadmap where we get? Independence from the court? Then we go deliver with independence from the court. That's our roadmap. So now only black man, if they act this way, black man, if no one see another black man, he be some person. Black man, they only fight for putting another black man up before he climb tree. But for white man go give rope for another white man. He go support that white man, make it climb the tree. When he don't climb the tree now, he go tie the rope where he take him. He go take that rope, he tie him for branch for tree where they throw. Then another white man, they go hold him, he go climb for that tree. And then they no go cut the rope. They go allow the rope for them. In fact, they go find way for make that rope, make the rope strong too much. Say even 2-3 people full at one time they climb. Now only black man where he want see person where they climb for tree, he go even cut the tree. Either he go push the person for down, or he go if the person don't climb for tree, he go cut him. That's what we did for this struggle. Amazonians, watch out. We are standing today with self-defense. I refuse to be biased in Jesus' name. I refuse to be corrupted in Jesus' name. That is why I don't stand with one group. I do not stand, even Ayaba, I'm not there for under your group. Even Apanga, that I'm not there for under your group because they go corrupt me for not do the good work where they do. I refused to be compromised. Or I refuse to put myself under any leadership in this struggle. Because I don't go talk the truth when I time for talk the truth. I am a humanitarian. I have always cared for Amazonians. Even time when struggle no be there. I did ever go do my charity works right down to Amazonia. I know the fear no man. So now also the devil don't intervene for make sure say we must destroy the people where they make an enemy not to sleep. Now AK-47 people don't make up La Republic not to sleep. Without AK-47, what could we have been talking about uniting the council, the self-defense council? So you live from uniting the people abroad, uniting the people in social media, you go on the ground to go and unite the AK-47, but you don't even give credit. You have never given credit to the AK-47 warriors. Let me speak the truth as it is. For 1 month ago, where Chris Arno, Secretary of Communication, come to cry say, Ayaba, why? Why, Ayaba? Ayaba, why? Now, the same Secretary of Defense now come and now say all Amazonia, all the Republic must pack and leave. Or they will face the struggle. Is that not hypocrisy? Is that not pure hypocrisy and hate of brother? So you come now and now say if they don't leave them go face Waterloo. But now you just talk them for 1 month ago say Ayaba why? Ayaba why? Brothers and sisters, let us think now. Why this politics? Why we cannot embrace ourselves together and move as one people? Why can we not practice unity in diversity to say, if Ayaba don't do that, now you don't do them, we don't need to bring it out in the media? Why we cannot think like people? Why? We have something called Southern Cameroon Broadcasting Corporation. We select the people that go to Southern Cameroon Broadcasting Corporation. Because we believe that only particular people must give independence to Amazonia. Today, I want to say it. I'm sure that if some people bring independence for this struggle, we don't go take them. Now the thing that we're bringing for the struggle, brothers and sisters, now the thing that we're bringing for this struggle, I came to this struggle knowing that if any person deliver, the person has delivered. He has credit. I came to this struggle knowing that we have to empower the slaves, for the slaves to unite themselves and win. When we struggle for pre-unity, now we're going to separate them. When we struggle for pre-unity, now we're going to destroy them. When we put all our might, put everything down, our effort, make calls, phone calls, try to put unity down, now we're destroy them. Before, make a review something we don't know. During the Nigerian conclave, conclave or convex, during Nigerian convex, because if you go conclave, start vexing for there. So I call them say convex or conclave vexing. So during the Nigerian conclave, when people go for Nigeria, for go select the leadership. What happened in Nigeria? I want to say something. I cannot even say everything that happened, because if I say some people will just start fight. People will not get brain. They will start fight interim government. But my thing is not for us to fight interim government. We have to empower our interim government. We should stop making the interim government to be doing things that are not right. When they go for that place for Abuja, for Nigeria, make I talk them. Ayaba was there. Akpanga was there. Ayaba and Akpanga came and say, self-defense is the way forward. They say it's not time. They started adopting diplomacy. Ayaba said, no, it is time. They have kidnapped the people that Manjo BBC hostage, taking him to court every day without any judgment. Senator Penn the same. Ayapol is there. Bala is there. Manjo BBC is there. Fontem is there. That it is time for us to show La Republic our strength. The interim government rejected it. Right there in Nigeria. That is why the fight broke out in Nigeria. There was a fight. Some people would have known. We be keep them for the sake of the struggle. We never feel spread them for social media and say they be the fight for Nigeria. There was a fight in Nigeria. That is why Ayaba left. That's why the agency left prematurely. Have you people ever known that the agency left? Agency left prematurely because there was no tolerance. Because IG has prepared it the same way like Yaoundé prepared from Yaoundé and come to Bamenda and dictated on the people. Remember during the ad hoc committee where they come for Bamenda with the consortium, the ad hoc committee go don't prepare them for Yaoundé, they sign them, say it don't take place. Then they come to force them for with people. That happened in Nigeria. Even Mark Barretta was taken out, was driven out from the hall. Mark Barretta was not allowed to see the hall. Imagine. That time when we say Mark Barretta na traitor. We say Mark Barretta na la Republican. Until Mark Barretta was not allowed to see the hall. Until Mark Barretta cried in Nigeria like a baby. Until Mark Barretta cried in Nigeria like a baby. When Mark Barretta cried and put in his Facebook, the Amazonian government discovered now that this thing, when the people react, it was only the people that reacted. If the people did not react, women, Mark Barretta could have left from Belgium, pay his flight to Nigeria, and will not even see the conclave. Is that not why we failed? Is that not why all those things sum up and it went and amounted to the arrest of our leaders? Of course, Yaoundé did not want Mark Barretta to see what was cooking up there. Of course, Yaoundé did not want Akwanga and Ebenezer to be part of it. Yaoundé did not want Ayabacho Luka to be part of it because they know that they are planning something that will destroy the people of Amazonia. That is why I did not care to follow the fourth conclaves. Because during the fourth conclave, Kaku was destroyed and the interim government came. After the fourth conclave, I heard that the interim government came. I clapped my hands. I said, God, the people are starting to reason now. I thanked my God and said they are starting to reason. But later on, they started the appointments. When they started appointing doctor to doctor, professor to professor, I asked myself, was Thomas Sankara a professor before fighting to liberate his people? Was Julius Nyerere a doctor before fighting to release people? Was Nelson Mandela a professor before fighting to release his people? Was Martin Luther King a professor? Was Abraham Lincoln a professor? Was Thomas Jefferson a professor? Was Jomo Kenyatta a professor? Was Julius Nyerere a professor? I asked myself these questions. I said, why should the government of Amazonia only see that only professors can deliver? Have you forgotten that people who are professors and doctors today, most of them, are people from the wealthy families that do not know the pain of our people on the ground. That only a man that grew in the village, raised in Amazonia, that did not even have the chance to go to school, that have to tap palm wine and work farm before can graduate from high school. Then this is the man who know about the pain of Amazonia. You want to see some person who never even go for Amazonia for 10 years. He could just be part of the interim government. You will see person where he don't live for America for 10 years, where he don't even go for Amazonia, where he never ever do anything for Amazonia. Now, doctor, that he don't be leader for the Amazonian government. Person where you trace some money for Amazonia, what did this person don't do himself for his own village, for development of his own village? What has the person never given to Amazonia? You know, go see him. He's a leader already appointed as a delegate for Amazonia in the government. How do you please the citizens now? When you allow people who are putting their heads and minds in the cities, in the countries, in Amazonia, in counties, and you go select some people who have lived abroad for more than 20 years to become leaders, is that not hypocrisy? Is that not even a mockery? That's a satire. That is a satire. A mockery of some people's life. Satire of first degree. We try to caution the interim government. It is not doctors and professorship that bring independence. In fact, these people have studied book. That book where they get our bread, if he help inside for worsen the situation. Let a person fighting without anything fight for his independence. Because professors have jobs, they have titles. They can never lack a job on earth. Let someone who does not have a job be the leader and you see success. Let someone who has never, ever had a job, opportunity to have a job, employed. Let him stand as the leader and you see how we deliver. Now, people will doubt me. Among all the self-defense warriors on the ground, how many of them are doctor? Among all the self-defense warriors on the ground, how many of them had a big professor? Tell me one professor where they on the ground where they defend line. Tell me one doctor where they on the ground with gun with AK-47, they defend homeland. Tell me for this world who don't ever do self-defense when a doctor. Because they have jobs. They sit in their comfort zone. They cannot go on the ground to fight. They are so clean to be called terrorists. They are so clean to be labeled as extremists. I want the people of Amazonia not to reason. The people that will deliver this independence are those soldiers on the ground. And those soldiers on the ground deserve respect from us. And for the respect that we give them, respect their leaders and their commanders. Respect their leaders and commanders. Now for them where they listen. I am telling you, for us to avoid the South Sudan issue, you must have to respect these leaders because they have the command. They can command their own self-defense to do whatever they can do with the barrel of the gun. They have the gun already. The Republic of Cameroon government is afraid only the gun, not us. Not be we there when the Cameroon government is fear. Now the gun where we self-defense get up. So my brothers and sisters, I think that we have to think rationally. Sometimes the right thing is not always a good thing to do. I hope that you understand this phrase. Sometimes the right thing is not always a good thing to do. Or let me put it that way. Sometimes the good thing is not always the right thing to do. Let me go against the Lumen Gentium that says, do not do evil so that out of the good out of the evil, because the end does not justify the means. We are in a revolution. We are in a revolution. And I want to say it as Charles Borromeo says, who be ties if you don't speak the truth? So for the people when they fight, when they go liberate me, you don't ever see any doctor so who'll go on the ground. Except now Dr. Ayaba Akwanga or Beniza, where them start fight where they not even get first a bachelor's degree. Them start fight where they not even get bachelor's degree. So don't confuse you. Don't confuse that kind of doctorship. That kind of doctorship is even linked to revolutions. Dr. Abeniza studied but conflict studies. Your doctorship is linked to the revolutions. They went and studied the same way. This is Colonel Verla today. Tomorrow you shall address me maybe a master's in political science, maybe a doctor in political science. I want to tell you, tomorrow, the credit to my certificate in political science is to this struggle. It is to this struggle that whatever I will have in future in political science. Without this struggle, I could have never studied political science. And I want to tell you, without not what Cameroon government did to Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, he could have never studied conflict resolution and become a doctor. So these are doctors with a difference. Maybe the doctor where don't go study philosophy, geography, whatever literature, grammar as they call them. Because they can speak good English. You can't put them now saying Naik the leader. English cannot deliver. Some of you forget that we are fighting English. No between where we fight. We fight to get our freedom and human rights. Forget a nation that we truly believe in. A nation that we can call the government to order and the government will not fight us back. A nation that we can tell our government that no, you make wrong here. We want but this. Let the government educate us and not arresting us. We want a nation that we can point the ministers and the government and presidents and mayors and DOs and governors and say you are not leading us the right way. And then we say, okay, let us go back to the bottom line and do another votes. Let us go to the bottom line and set another time for the campaigns, for elections, and see who is the governor and see whom the people think that are doing right to be their leaders. This is why we came to this struggle. That's why we came to this struggle. But from time to time, we will shift it to either we are fighting for power, we are fighting for money. That's why I told myself I will never do a GoFundMe for this struggle. GoFundMes are very, very good for the struggle, but because the people are behaving as slaves who want to remain as slaves, they will turn and fight against their brothers that are using GoFundMe to fight the struggle to win the republic. Who tell you that independence can be gotten from a platter of gold? Who tell you that so? Who tell you that say we feel arrive for Booyah? So direction where we know the use some where we not get funds. The same people when they fight other people when they do GoFundMe. Now we now stand today they ask for GoFundMe. That is why people are not donating, because you in particular we are fighting other GoFundMe. So when you launch a GoFundMe now, they will call you a hypocrite. Maybe people don't expect to you, but that's what it is. Now you know they carry your own self, go fight other GoFundMe. Then you carry your own self now, say you get GoFundMe now, make people fun. I'm telling you that the people of Amazonia are not stupid people. They can remain quiet, but they call you hypocrites. I think that if our government of Amazonia need to endorse self-defense, I think that brothers and sisters, for the sake of humanity, salvation is personal. They need to give credit to Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga and Dr. Ayaba. Full stop. I know the true word. I know the true words. If the people of Amazonia will endorse the self-defense today, if plagiarism is a sin and a crime, punishable by some laws, I will think that let the people of Amazonia rethink and relearn. Because if the people of Amazonia do not rethink, unlearn and relearn, unthink and rethink, we shall not arrive at that place where we go. Because the fight where we go there among we, it go back. Since when we don't want to make any other person where don't climb tree, make a finish climb tree. Say we only for cut the tree where we brother don't there for top, we want cut and make fall for them. Instead of trying to help him to climb that tree and bring all of us up. What shall we gain when we continue to fight against self-defense leaders, but why we are standing now for self-defense? Is it a frustration that has brought us to self-defense that we don't understand that we are already standing in the roadmap that some people almost lost their life for? That we are fighting them? I was one of the people that we are fighting against Akwanga and Ebenezer and asking myself, where shall we take the AK-47 from? Where shall we take the means from? I am one of the people. I want to apologize and tell to them that I'm sorry. That I'm sorry for being a slave. I was under a slave. They should forgive me. I was under a slave. I didn't know. The same thing, I want to apologize to the NCNC people. When I started talking about federation, I was against the NCNC people that these are always violent people. Because Cameroon government has taught us psychologically to always believe that people asking for independence, we are violent people. That they were terrorists. I want to, today, systematically, before I will come up with an executive action, I want to apologize to the NCNC people. I want to apologize with them. To the Southern Cameroon National Congress, these NCNC people, when now today, now Amazonia National Congress, I want to apologize to them that I'm sorry. Cameroon government made it possible that we should fight against each other. But we are slaves and we are understanding this. As from today, everyone will be united. We shall become unified in diversity. We shall not fight our people again because of difference in ideologies. We shall not. We shall stop all that. If we stand today as independent, as self-defense as a way forward, we will have to endorse Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga and Dr. Ayaba Lucas. We will have to stand with them because there are people who believe in self-defense and we did not believe in it. For the God of Amazonia to forgive our sins, for the God of Amazonia to continue to stand with us, we will have to repent. We will have to repent. If this struggle is really ordained by God, I want to tell you that the wrath of God is within us now. We are suffering tribulations not from the Republic, from God. We are suffering tribulation from God and not from La Republic today. Because we are standing on somebody's roadmap and fighting that person. And that is the reason why that person did not join us. He did not join us, the interim government, because we were against the roadmap. After they kidnapped the interim government now, you look up and down. You go for diplomacy. Diplomacy did not release Ayok Tabi and Seseko. You took it to Nigeria that you will do diplomacy and Nigeria will release. Diplomacy did not bring Ayok Tabi back. You gave an executive ultimatum. Executive ultimatum that after 73 hours, say Ayok Tabi must be produced. Ayok Tabi was not produced. You sit quiet. You still sit on top diplomacy. Only Ayabakto Lucas and colleagues. Them use only the gun. Them use only the gun. There's a caller coming. I want to receive this caller. Hello, caller. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, talk people to hear. People to hear. Talk
Hello?
Hello, welcome to the radio. Radio Amazonia.
Yeah, Colonel.
Welcome to today's talk show. Radio Amazonia is listening to you.
Yeah, Colonel. I just want to thank you for and encourage you for all the good work that you are doing for the people of Amazonia. We listen to you all the time, and so we just want to tell you that you should keep up the courage. We are 100% behind you.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. You get something for talk and for your people, for encourage your people too, because not because of the people, so I stand for this struggle. So what do you get for tell your people?
Yes, okay. What I get to talk to our people was that, especially for the leaders right now, our problem right now is unity. If they are leaders, they can put their egos behind and look at the people, look at how the people are dying.
Thank you so much.
So they should look, and no matter what it takes, they should put behind their egos and create a platform for unity.
Thank you so much, bro.
Because once the people they are united, people will be encouraged to fund. No matter $2 million that we are talking is small.
Thank you, brother.
But everybody is discouraged because of all this infighting that is going on left and right. They have to put aside their egos.
Thank you so much, brother.
For the sake of ground zero.
Thank you so much. God bless
you. They have to, as a matter of fact.
God bless you.
Because looking at all the things that are happening down there, brother.
Thank you, bro.
These people, they have to stand up. They have to do something now. Not tomorrow. They have to do something.
Thank you so much.
As fast as possible.
Amen.
They have to do something.
Amen. Amen.
We have to come together as one.
Amen.
Because we have gone too far to back off.
Thank you, bro. Exactly.
We have gone too far to back off.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
We have gone too far to back off.
Thank you so much.
Have gone too far. We need you. We need to be united. All this social media, blah, 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 blah. It is not helping us in any way.
Thank you, brother. Social media, blah, blah, don't help us. This is what
it is not about who is leading, but we have to look at where.
Thank you, bro. Thank you
so much. It doesn't matter who leads us to Boya, but Boya is the bus stop.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
People, this social media infighting, they have to look away about it and do something about it. No.
Thank you.
This is not a joking matter. This is not a joking matter. We are talking about life. You see how people have been molested, people have been burned. No.
Thank you, bro.
Please, let this message reach those leaders, those that.
Thank you, brother.
They have to put their egos aside.
Thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for all your contribution for today. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. The people, you have heard what our patriotic person have. If you say I don't have wisdom, this is a man of wisdom that have just said something. This is a man of wisdom. He has spoken with full wisdom. If you look at our people that are dying, if you look at our people that are dying on the ground, it is need for us to unite. And I want to say something for this unity. Who is holding the key to Amazonian unity? I will not say I will not say Ayabacho Lucas and the AGC. I will not say the ARC. I don't know how you guys call it, ARC or what. I have never endorsed that ARC. I don't know what ARC is doing. I don't even know what they have delivered in this struggle. So that thing we call say ARC. I don't get time for that. So the only person I hold in this is what we call the Amazonian government, which is IT. So the keys to unity is in the hand of the interim government. If the interim government sees itself as the Amazonian government, then the key to unity is only with the interim government. I cannot say any group that, because if I say the key belongs to any group, then that group is the one I'm seeing that is the leadership of the struggle. The key of the house belongs to the father of the house. So which group is the father of this struggle? Which group is the paramount group? If I start, when the people start asking AGC to say things, it means that people are already endorsing by AGC as the government. If I go and say AGC, the key to unity belongs to you, then AGC is the government of Amazonia. But if I say that the government of Amazonia is IJ, then the key to the unity belongs to IJ. Therefore, IJ need to know what it needs to take us to unify. I have said it every time. I have said it every time. If IJ is to use self-defense as a way forward, IJ, no one is bigger than Amazonia. No one in this struggle is bigger than another. It is time for us to apologize and move forward. It is time for us to endorse the strategy that we are using today. Give credit to where the strategy come from. Give credit to where the strategy come from. Give credit. Because we want strategy when we get a court case from independent from court case. Except when Julius Ayok Seseku Tabi came and said there was nothing like that. Even though the people don't know place where money they. How many times I don't hear me and say I know one year person talk and ask question about where side the money for court case go? I say that because of unity. I want to thank the people that we are federalists, because these people are very, very tolerant. When they started fighting for that money for court case, I tell them, look, the life of our people matter most. The life of the people on the ground matter most. The people on the ground have not eaten any part of that court case money, even though they was blind that they want to fight to liberate them. But the people, no one on the ground have a cube of sugar and food that came from that court case money. I tell the federalists that, because they were fighting Tampang Ivo Tanku in Dr. Fontaine's car money. Tampang Ivo Tanku was given the money. He cleared his hand. His hands are clear. Recently, Theodore sued Tampang Ivo Tanku for some money. Well, Tampang Ivo Tanku did everything possible and refunded the money. Now, no one can talk about it because he paid the money. They wanted to put him down. The Republic wanted to make everything possible that Ivo do not represent this struggle in any level. The same way like Mark Barretta. They start fighting Mark Barretta. Last time I told somebody that if I hear in this platform somebody ask about Mark Barretta and the Sunday contribution, I will expect that person from here. 100%. So I called the federal and said, look, when they fought Ivo, we did not like it. When they fought Ivo and Dr. Fontaine's car money, we and Mark Barretta did not like it. So we cannot fight the interim government for the court case money. I told them that we cannot fight the interim government for court case money. Whether they manage the court case money very well or they did not manage it very well, we cannot fight them, because when we fight them, the pain goes to the people on the ground that are suffering. Because when we fight them, the pain goes to the bereaved families. Because when we fight them, the pain goes to the warriors on the ground without even food to eat. When we fight them, we are reminding the people on the ground fighting in pro bonos that they need a pay, that they need something too. So I called them to order, and all the groups that I belong to today, I act as always as I act always as an advisor to all the groups that I am. People know all the groups that you put me there. You take this my number, you put in this group. I am always acting as advisor. I tell the people the same. We were against people fighting us to prove where the money goes to. So today we are afraid. We are also saying that we cannot be holding the interim government to explain to us where the court case money go, where Scapal money go, especially today where even Milan is suspended. I said it. I tell them that's why you see the former federalists are not fighting the interim government. It is not because they don't know how to fight the interim government. It is because they listen from us. What we say, they do it. They listen from us that we were against people fighting Tapang Ivo Tanku and Dr. Fontem's car money. Therefore, even if they have done wrong or good with the money, we cannot fight it because we value the life of the 8 million people on the ground. That's why you have not seen people fighting the interim government and the Skapak money. What happened to the court case money? You have not heard that because we are doing great job in our various groups. We are doing great jobs in our WhatsApp groups. We are doing tremendous job in our Facebook groups. We are doing tremendous job out of the media as you see this. Because behind us are also other sub-leaders. We are doing tremendous communication at the back to make sure that we cannot watch our own dirty garments on the public basin. There are certain things that we see and we don't talk for the sake of this struggle. That is why we all came and say, if Southern Cameroon Broadcasting Corporation stands for Southern Cameroon, for Amazonia, let it change that name. Now it's 2-3 months. They don't want to cough. But how do you want to motivate the people when you do not? I am a motivational speaker. I know what motivates the people. Imagine the interim government come and make a press release and say, looking into the struggle that we are now today, looking that the ultimate goal to this struggle is independence and nothing but Amazonia restoration. And that the country name is Amazonia and that's the new country that is to form in Africa and the rest of the world. And we have decided that we will change our names in every statehood, that anything that bear the name C with Cameroon will no more exist in Amazonia. That for that reason, we have decided that the Southern Cameroon Broadcasting Corporation will now change to Amazonian Corporation. That will now change to Amazonian Corporation or to Amazonian Broadcasting Corporation or to Amazonian Federal Broadcasting Corporation or whatever you want to call it. That is how you unite the people. That is how you unite the people. Changing the name of something in Facebook don't need money. You don't need a money to do it. I myself, I can change my name in this platform from Colonel Verla to whatever. It doesn't need money to change a name. It doesn't even need time. It is just a matter of like, who is the administration in that group? The administration in that block can change it. That's it. These are the things that we want to do to motivate our people to be standing with hopes. These are the things that when we do it also, and La Republic is changing their own things too, to brainwash our people, we are also doing our own things to continuously hold our own people too, with hopes and faith that we will deliver. But when you don't do things that people will see that deliverance is coming, you are telling the people that the devil is still conquering in conquer, that the devil is still keeping us in conquered. But when you start doing things that will be motivating the people, the struggle will continue bigly and fatly. So when it comes to self-defense, salvation is personal. This Colonel Verla, I don't look somebody. That's why I don't join the group. When it comes to self-defense, the credit goes to Dr. Akwanga and Dr. Ayaba. If you don't like, go and faint. If you don't want it, go and kiss electric pole. For us to bring this unity together, for us to be united today, we must accept and motivate and empower the father of our self-defense. So long as the interim government is our government and holds the key to unity, the interim government, you will have to endorse the fathers of self-defense if you want us to stand with self-defense. The people of Amazonia want to join self-defense like crazy. But because we are not endorsing the fathers of self-defense, it is hindering our process and our progress. To bring a solution to this, the interim government has the key to unite us. And to unite us, the interim government has to bring everyone together. People will not come together. Again, I maintain. We have a caller coming. People will not come together. People will not come together if the interim government do not recognize the sweat and the labor of every citizen. And every citizen is not bound to become popes and bishops before the interim government can accept them. Every person in this struggle is not bound to become, let me repeat again, saints and bishops and priests before the interim government can endorse them. Everyone is not bound to become holy people before the interim government can endorse them. Your people must not be sent before you endorse them. This is what I want the interim government to understand. Because the interim government itself is not perfect. For people to understand the imperfect nature of the interim government need to understand the imperfect nature of the citizens. When the interim government understand the imperfect natures of the citizens, then people too will understand the flaws of the interim government. Because people start fighting the flaws of the interim government because the interim government itself does not understand the flaws of other people as well. We will have to understand that we are in this struggle because Cameroon government has never ever understand our flaws. Cameroon government has lived a time fighting us all the time. And our own government cannot take that shape. So I think that our people should understand this. So, Bob Dena, you are a ghost. Respect yourself in this platform too. Because now when I don't make them before interim government, no, they understand today. This guy called Bob Dena, this is a ghost. So please understand that now when I make them before, Ayok Sese Kutabi no listen for the call of the Ayaba and the rest until they come kidnap the interim government. So allow people to call what they think there's a government to order. Let the people call their government. People have the right to call their government. Allow people, just give people that right to call what they believe that is their government. That is when we shall succeed. But when you continue to shut people down from not calling their own government, you are asking them to go and call something else somewhere. That is why some people who believe in the interim government, when they give up in the interim government, you don't see them even going to another group. They go as themselves and then they be only on themselves. Because they are disappointed. So let IG open its wings. Let IG open her wing, as we always call that day. Today is Mother's Day. Every government is called like a mother. Let IG open her wing like a mother and cover all the chicks. Whether the chick is a very good one or bad chick, cover all the chick. As a chick, you do not leave your stubborn children for the hawk. You do not leave the eagle to take your child because the child is a stubborn one. No parent on earth has ever left his or her child to be taken by an eagle. Why should the interim government also don't understand that in a family there are children that are stubborn, there are children that are very good, very decent, there are some that are very weird, but you cannot allow one of your child to be taken by an eagle. The interim government must not allow any child to be taken by an eagle. La Republic, of course. La Republic is the eagle. No matter whatever, you cannot. The interim government has to understand that if the children are not understanding the interim government, it is because of the institutional problem that La Republic Cameroon government set us in. So, unity key is held by the interim government. The unity key belongs to the interim government. I have said it every time. What was wrong in the interim government trying to unite Ayaba by saying that, okay, Ayaba, the Ministry of Amazonian Defense belongs to you. Ayaba has even struggled and called himself Chief of Defense Force, Commander in charge, Commander in Chief. Ayaba has even tried to give himself this motivation to be able to fight the same way like you see me standing from captain to colonel. When I look myself as a captain, I feel that yes, I can hold a gun and defend my people. When I call myself a captain, I'm only going towards the military way. That this is the way we feel. Because we feel we can use a gun and defend our people. With the military rank, you feel very comfortable. You feel motivated. Ayaba has even motivated himself and called him Commander-in-Chief. Why should the interim government not understand that it is one word that they can do that will bring unity? You are fighting that Ayaba has not joined because of your ultimatum that you have been giving to him. Why? What Skinnerian theory did you apply? Let me talk from my political science skill. What Skinnerian theory did you apply? These doctors that belong to the interim government, I believe that these doctors have studied, but they don't know anything. They don't know anything. Which post did you award to Ayaba? Did you ever award Ayaba as the Minister of Defense? You want to avoid Ayaba as a boy in the interim government. So you want to see Ayaba that has been studying even before the struggle camp, but you want to just cripple him under you and call him a boy? Just like La Republic do not want to appoint Amazonians as ministers in La Republic. They only want to appoint them as boys in La Republic government. So you wanted to appoint to Ayaba as a boy? Is that how we shall succeed? My people, I'm talking today because enough is enough. This unity must come. And for unity to come, our interim government must pack fine. Our interim government must be very tolerant and understand that when children cry and still call your name, Papa, 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 it means that you have a greater portion in their hearts. The interim government has a greater portion in the hearts of Amazonian. The people of Amazonia have invested a lot in the interim government. That's why we have not promote any group that has been formed. How many groups have been formed? Have you heard me talking about the ARC or how you call it, the ARC or the whatever? I want to let you know that if all of us group of activists wanted to promote that ARC, we could have done it. We just put our heads down in our own activist group and see that no, promoting ARC is not the way forward. We know our people have invested a lot in the interim government, but we still think that the interim government have a chance to deliver. We do not want what happened to Skakuf. I want to tell you the truth. We don't want our people to contribute money, do this, all this effort, and they go in vain. No one wants to see this from slaves. No one. So when the children still call Papa, 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 Papa this, Papa that, it is because the children believe that Papa can deliver. When people are calling the interim government as I'm calling today, it's because we believe that the interim government can really deliver. Let us move from the appointment of doctors and appointment of professors to the appointments of generals, to the appointments of colonels, to the appointment of captains. Let us stop all this nonsensical doctors appointment, professors appointment. Let us go to the Changshu soldiers appointment and leadership, commander-in-chiefs. Motivate your commanders-in-chief. If you are really a true follower of self-defense, do not be a hypocrite in the self-defense team. Don't. It shall not take us anywhere. And we will start this by endorsing the self-defense warrior. You want to cripple them and make them as boys? So you want to kill their power and their zeal to deliver Amazonia by making them as boy? What push did you give them in the interim government? Instead of making them boy so that their power can be under you. I think that the people of Amazonia already educated that power concentration is a very bad thing. Power concentration is bad. Bad. La Republic has tried. In fact, La Republic to Cameroon government killed a federal state to bring power concentration to Yaoundé. We are wise. Even if we are building a very good power concentration, the people doubt. So the interim government should understand and practice what is called power decongestion. I don't want to use that word La Republic said decentralization. No, decentralization is a bad word because it was fake. Fake. I want the interim government to use what is called power decongestion. Decongest that power. When you see somebody that is a huge person standing for the struggle like Akwanga, make him the ministry. Give him a full ministry of defense. Give him a full ministry of defense. Let us see how the heck unity will not come in this struggle. You go and appoint some doctors who do not even know the cry of Amazonians, some professors who have never even visited Amazonia in the past 20 years to become leaders of the people that they don't know, and you think that is the right thing to do. I'm telling you, that's why we fail. That's why we fail. You have these people that grew in Western countries, live in Western countries, they are married with their wives and children in Western countries. You have some people like us whose children are there in the back in the country, whose children are in Amazonia, whose families are in Amazonia, who are feeling the pain every day, but you cannot even endorse them. You create Southern Cameroon Corporation. The people have said that they don't want to hear the word Cameroon. The people have said that the word Cameroon is very intimidating to them. That they have been killing them and they don't want to hear the name Cameroon. You don't want to change because you want to believe and do it only on your own. How can the people not believe that our interim government is working with Cameroon government? Why should that name? When I see somebody invite me to come and watch Southern Cameroon Corporation, I'm like, am I mad? Are you mad? Are you mad for go watch Cameroon Broadcasting Corporation? Are you mad? Put the name Amazonian Broadcasting Corporation. We go watch them. Before you all watch them, say now we go share them. Since when I be here sometime I ever share them for my Facebook when Tassan with they come live, when Ayota be they come live, I the announce them. Since when we say me they change that name, when I don't ever see me announce, I know it. Are you Chris? For when they announce the name Cameroon, are you mad? Are you mad for announcing people go watch Cameroon Broadcasting Corporation? Put it as Amazonians Broadcasting Corporation or Amazonian whatever. You will see it. Some of us will start sharing it. From the house of activists, we cannot share it. That is why you don't see activists sharing anything with that Southern Cameroon Broadcasting Corporation. You want to share Cameroon Broadcasting Corporation for what? That is why I want to say it clear here in the merciful truth. That is why we are not sharing it. The same way I said the reason why I left from federation to independence. I left from federation to independence because Cameroon government wanted to use me as a bridge to destroy the independence movement. I asked myself, how can I join Cameroon government that have killed and raped my people to destroy my other brothers and sisters? I shamed Cameroon government and brought an executive action that brought all the federalists to independence. That was the job that we did. I kept it silent because I wanted to mention it only in Boya. But because the unity is continuously is failing, I have to let my people know the truth. For the sake of unity. I say all these things today so that we might keep our grievances behind and come together. Let our interim government pack fine. and motivate ourselves. Let our interim government understand that people are tired of power concentration and decongest that power. Let our interim government know that decongesting the power does not mean appointing professors and doctors. It means those your Changshu soldiers, those your people who command the Changshu soldiers are the leaders. Because even the Republicans know that people who command the Changshu soldiers are our leaders. Look at it. Before you know who is the leader in this struggle, look at who the Republic government is hunting. Any person in the government of Cameroon is hunting is a leader. That's why the Cameroon government did not hunt Milan. That's why they did not hunt Milan. You know already. That's why they left Mangang. That's why they left Ojong. That's why they left Dr. Nalova. You cannot see the reason why they left them, because they do not cause La Republic any pain at all. They are collaborators of La Republic. But when you come see some person where they say La Republic must be burnt out of Amazonia, you go the stop collaboration with them. Like Dr. Akwanga. No, the interim government, you were wrong in that way. You did a good thing, but you messed it up a little bit. You messed it up. You went and say you want to stop collaboration with Akwanga and Ayaba. With collaboration. People when I not collaborate with you, when you don't decry and they don't deny for collaborate with you. Master, stop being hypocrites. I think that we can do better than that. So Mr. Ocheba Nelson, you want to call, and I want to open a line that you can call. I myself, I want to call you so that you can talk to the people. Be very inclusive. Be very, very inclusive to the people. I want to open the call so that you can call. Be very inclusive to your people, sir. Please be very inclusive and be very educative. Thank you so much. We have a caller coming. Hello?
Hello, Colonel.
Hello, Mr. Ochiba, Mr. Nelson. Hello?
I'm talking you, Colonel. Thank you plenty for the good job you are for we.
Thank you, sir. The people where they listen for you, so they go for that side for Anyajwa.
Yes. You know, I've been plenty glad for cancer you for which way you did do. And not say it will be get 3 or 4 people that like you. Think that for the work I find. And I the one pray God, may God give you plenty power. You continue to go for front.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you way I want put in my own small idea, and I say we all will be together for one papa.
Thank you, sir.
So
thank you so much.
We go for work for one foot, and then you go for no say when even you not correct, even you be busy up again, it will declare a cash up upon a door. Then mommy will take it and put up for inside house. Now the kind thing the way we the want them inside with society now.
Thank you.
So what way I do for talk for people them say mid a year and I say make no man not check say it be exceptional for this thing, because let me tell you something. If you train, you give meat for dog. For village, you need to wait meat for down, dog the feet up, a big bone for down, big meat for down the chop. When you don't enter for dog, you longer enter for his skin. If you not throw meat for down, dog will open for the move that meat for him. So
thank you, sir.
I'm going for the way they say the day inside CPDM or inside government, where they be protected, they will go show people their name that they
Hello?
they might be used to for cheap people. It will down for your head. Now why that is
Hello? Yeah? Hello? Damn. Hello? Hello? We are losing connection with the caller.
hello, connect.
Hello? Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, so this last but when I want to talk some fine talk for Colonel, they
Yes, continue.
So I tell you when I say when I give name them, they go keep people and they finish, they will can't join on top one. I talk of people, I mean they go bridges them, so I mean motor for I mean the North people. I mean we carry come up for play bridge, they start to work up for food. We know we tell it to go wrong work up. Now the kind of way we want and say me we work up. Wait for the talk for this level when I say we forget about the past. We forget what they will not do so. We forget what I did my bring it top for topic. Did my bring it top for topic. We thank you know say
Even you get begin, you talk something, you begin over year, that thing fine. But the way teacher will talk for begin for school, begin will talk say no, madam say teacher say na so slow. Now what I will give plenty thank you for that with the way. If you go and they look all them. They small begin they go tell you mommy for farm, tell you I say mommy they say school not day tomorrow, tata say school not day tomorrow because we get for do so, we get for do so. Now why that we struggle we get for go for front. Without my don't for this struggle, Mark Barat, Ibo, Colonel, Verla, and all that people. But we took when we want to work fine, any man must sacrifice. We not be say the whole day we want cook all kinds of trouble that you have. You say you want to talk about two, the man want to do one, the one want to do one. We go about say, okay, now yesterday they cook at two, yes, after tomorrow they cook the one more join with talk so. So we therefore sacrifice with opinion, with money, with ideas, and we forget about any group that doesn't exist. Don't forget about AGC, forget about consortium, forget about any other thing. We know that we get a government when IG. But now if IG still get to do for them, we need to strengthen them so that we talk in one voice, one language. You just say, if one part die, you give it for one uncle. Say, when I think this small, when I big for uncle, I will go take that couple for the uncle. Now, when I don't big enough, I will go take the couple for the uncle. When I be four begin them, two begin and say, oh, no. Yeah, for the brother. The one want to take for the brother. Maybe uncle will take that advantage now. It doesn't say, I will do the argue now for the talk. But I mean, they argue. You say when I go. They will when I want talk, when I want talk, I wanna come. Now for they will be talk. So we will forget about the past. We forget everything. We know say a ground zero EP, which will be. I say, I be not. So I did deliver a tank. I will be talk sometimes. When we started, we get for divide all the counties, the 13 counties by the group the way they exist. So that people they go for different sides.
But as you know, for as you know, for inside IG, who go here?
Wait, I know I talk small but me yeah. How are we there for self-defense? Self-defense, they're saying a new word for some people. Self-defense are all where we don't be. If you feel that we call and say vigilante for French. We meet the people about one part of the fish, for night they put two people that say when I begin look at me, stranger not enter this part. So if stranger enter for them, we know that Tima will catch it. We don't do it for Ponamu side for Yaoundé and also Ide. So if they can say all self-defense group them, they should not say, you want to take part for this side, you want this side, this one, this side. It will be, now for them, we will know which way the hell with. All people, they call us the frontline leaders. You got a panga, you will go up, you will woo or you will woo. When you see images, they cheat people now. So when I get forget anything, we can't put down. We can't show for down. You must just, we forget everything, we can't show for down. We do everything.
So for us to come to down, who is holding the keys of unity? According to you, or who should be blamed? Who should be blamed? Who should be blamed for any system that is failing to unite or to achieve? Who is to be blamed?
Okay, yes. Okay, now I can't answer that part. Okay, now they answer your question. Who will get for blame? We the bureaucrat make us someone we will understand and we say we talk for one voice. They tell me the form scaffold and the form can carry for IG. Now we so they may all work for one foot. But the always say it's just so they be making that thing some chaos be there, all man no be like and so. Now what be hell with they go make different options where they pull a fire where a bit strong when I act. So if see the table to go for front, probably not would they. So may not be say I go the fight again with IG or IG fight again with act. But if we accept it with the government, we don't answer that government. If the top that government, they go for change them, put now Colonel Franklin or me for the president for this, or we will agree and all things they will work at the go for front. So at
this time, for a very long time, IG has had. I'm talking to you because I know that you have a lot of insights. So I know IG has had a very long grievances in this struggle with AGC. AGC and IG has gone all the way disagreeing all the time, never agreed. So who is to be blamed, IG or the AGC?
Okay, you don't answer the question. Now the question with me, I'll be right now. I'll be sending for you. Tell me you answer your own, I answer my own. I be tell me put the Verla Franklin. It took 5 ways that he promote disunity. Me, I told my own 5 ways to promote disunity. I told 5 ways I did promote disunity. 5 ways I did promote disunity. So that we then calm down, my brother, for one talk. We calm down for one talk. And one talk that say me, you seize the opportunity. You invite like one man for all come there. you ask them their question, their problem. Them we for your car. If you want to, if you money, I could sponsor. We could sponsor.
You know very well. You know very well that Mark Barretta, Capo, Daniel, me, Akos, we don't try for do unity all, but now on the surrogates and members don't scatter. We did do as we did go for front, they scatter for back. So who hold the hands to call the population to order? Because you know say you can be talking to you can take a sheep, you can take a flock to the water. But if the flock no one drink water, nothing you go feed do. But there's some person they will not say if you give salt. Some person not say if you give salt for this flock, the flock takes salt. Them go to run for drink water where say you know go to take them for go give them. Because some people get cow. They don't know they only cry and say, oh, and they take cow, go, cow, no they drink water. Oh, and they take cow, no they drink water. Then some person it come say, you get money, you only keep money, you don't want buy salt. Because if you give salt for cow, time when salt, a cow top salt, it eat plenty, and when it takes salt, they make them it feed for hydrate. Because salt, in terms of osmosis, okay. Now, person go advise you say go buy salt, but person will not get normal, he not get brain, he go define now advice. Instead of going to buy salt, then the cow will chop the salt and begin to drink water. He go only define now fight. So who is the person who is supposed to be blamed, IG or the citizen?
No, the citizens
remember that if you answer the question in a very way, it will catch me for La Republic. Remember, if you answer the question in a very twisted manner, it will catch we with La Republic. That means say if you say a citizen, La Republic has the right to say that Amazonians are wrong.
I beg hear me small, Colonel.
Okay.
I talk now for you. Because I know say you be a very good fighter for this.
But the surrogates and members of the interim government has made our job very harder, even more harder than La Republic.
We got to dismiss them. We got to dismiss any.
No, you cannot dismiss citizen, bro. You cannot dismiss citizen. It is you have to educate the citizen. But the problem is, who has the key to educate the citizen? These citizens are doing this because they don't know. But if Papa call and say, "When I wait, I don't see you don't go fight." Mr. Ochiba nonsense. You fight Ochiba nonsense. You know, say Ochiba so the standard for this song say we must arrive here. But Ochiba they use na net. You don't know how to use hook. So no they fight you because say you don't know how to use hook. If now you be Papa, you talk so picking go here. But if now some other brother or sister they talk him, it go say me and you come on one mama now, we come on one papa now. You who be you? You be my papa or my mama? Now so picking they go talk
I don't hear you, Colonel. I don't hear you. If you talk to Papa, I never go for school because you never pay my school fees. The father say you don't acknowledge his so. And that blame will return, all the blame will go now for IG.
Of course, now the government.
They pay for the responsibility for make and tell me
100% IG is the problem.
If IG talk and say, okay, me will make unity, then you begin to say you are not my father, you are not
unity is not by ultimatum. Remember that I have remained unrepentant to report it as it is. Unity again, bro.
Okay.
La Republic has tried to hold us in Yaoundé with ultimatums, coup d'etat, a state of emergencies, rigor and moralization, as he call it. Those things has instead make us as violent, as radicals as we are today against the government that want to force us. So IJ made a mistake, and I said it when the IJ made this. I said, IJ, when you bring an ultimatum because you are trying to call your son to unite with you, and your son is not coming, it means that you are not giving him a good education. Educate him more. Some children need to take time. You need to take time and find another way to educate them. But you cannot do it with ultimatum. The same way I said, IJ, listen. Somebody brought an article called chronology. That article called chronology, when I read that article and went through that article, I said it was not from La Republic. That article was a well-ordained article for the struggle. IJ did not consider until our leader was kidnapped. When our leader was kidnapped, I said, now, if we have all respected the chronology, it means before our leader was kidnapped, we know the second in command already. Which means that the night that our Ayok Tabi was kidnapped, we could have had the second in command automatic. But did that happen? No. Until we stay for 3 weeks with our leader. Bro, I think that sometimes I just need to be very tolerant. I just need to act like a government that we know. I just need to act as opposed to Yaoundé.
I thank you for that because you are the main person who fighting that they should replace the government. They should replace the government for continuity.
What happened to Ayok Tabi and Tazan Wilfred? I'm telling you the truth. If we have replaced automatically, what has happened to Ayok and Tazan Wilfred could have not happened.
Yes, what I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you right now is that you are our colonel. The problem is that you just need to continue. You need to educate us. We forget about the past. Let us not mention names of the past. Let us see what we can do for the future. We forget about the past so that if we want to collaborate, like me, I know you a lot of time.
Of course, that's why I'm asking questions to you. Of course, that's why I'm asking this question to you.
I learned from you, and believe maybe one day you will learn something from me.
I've learned a lot. No, I learned a lot from you. That's why you are a very good IG person. That's why I'm asking this question to you, because now our citizens are learning from what you are responding and the communication. And there's a lot of things that we have talked now that our citizens did not know, and they have understand now why we need to come together. And one thing I want to ask you too is this. Now, let me put this. Let me pause this, and then I talk about this one. So many people have asked me that, Colonel, never remember about the firing of Ivo and Mark Barretta. Colonel, why do you always talk about the firing of Mark Barretta and Ivo in this struggle? Colonel, why do you always talk about the firing of Bala in this struggle? Colonel, why can you not forget about the past? And there is something I've responded this to everyone, and I want you to also share light on this. I tell the people that the reason why I stand as an activist is because my brain cannot forget any injustice. My brain is that one that is hard to forget an act of injustice. That's why I stand and say, with me and Amazonia, La Republique must be fired till the end. Because all the things and atrocities that they have done to my people, I cannot forget. Bro, I try to forget certain things, I cannot. Sometimes I prefer to die. You understand? Sometimes I prefer to die. That's why the things that we are planning to do in the future for Amazonia, it is, I have said it, one time we shall act and people will post it. One time my Facebook will be locked out and people will be posting the actions. And I said it, it is just time we are growing in this thing, and the more La Republique intimidate us, the more we are growing. Because we cannot forget any act of violence done on our people. That is why, bro, in the same light, it is the way my brain is already biased in that form. I cannot forget anything in this struggle that's wayward. If I forget, and I can try to forget, but if I forget, then also I will forget what Yahweh has done to our people. That is why some people are not yet joining the struggle. Have you ever asked yourself why some people see our people being killed and they don't join the struggle, bro? Have you ever asked yourself? Because those people have damn heads that forget, that do not remember the atrocities they have done to their people. So I can never ever forget the foundation of everything in my life. That's one thing in my life, is that to succeed in life, you cannot forget the foundation.
Colonel, I get what you are saying. The point is that sometimes we need to learn from the mistakes, like what they did to Ivo and Mark Barretta.
That was wrong.
I'm very happy that Mark Barretta and Ivo, they are still in the struggle.
And they went further. And they went further and didn't learn. They didn't learn from it. That's why I become so angry, because you know that at one point I was no more talking about it. But I get off a surprise. I see Bala. They fire Bala again. I say, Bala is on the ground. The interim government has gone so long not to understand that Bala is on the ground. Even if Bala has said in the WhatsApp video, that audio, that if when Amazonia will succeed, he will stand for Amazonia president and win the election. Bro, is it not a pro? Is it not showing that Bala is a pro struggle? What is more? You fighting against your own citizen because your citizen is boosting to become a president of a country? Bro, is it not patriotism? We kill patriotism and then we cry about unity.
No, there's no problem about that. What we are saying, Colonel, is this.
Bro, don't run away from this point. Don't run away from this point. So we kill patriotism and we talk about who disunified the struggle. The unity division started from the day of Mark Barretta and Ivo. Until the interim government will correct the errors of the Skakuf, we will not move forward. Until the interim government will go back and listen to what some of us like me, who are unrepentant, are saying, we might not achieve that goal of unity.
No, I have an appointment with the General Tanko now. I will be in Los Angeles here. We're going to together.
Yeah, I will be in LA in a month's time, I think so. Silicon.
Yeah, you will be coming. I'm going to talk with General Tanko right now. I want to appreciate the role that you guys are playing. I want you guys to motivate everybody that we should stand together and work. You know, I was talking with one Francophone today in the morning. He sent me an audio and said, have you Anglophone used it? I said, we are not enemies to you people. The problem is that we want you people to recognize that when they talk of territorial integrity, it means the boundary you got as independence. We are not part of you as independent.
Thank you, brother.
Accept that we people are different people. Now we can now play the terms on which we can function. So, Colonel, I want you to push us forward. Give us the way forward. You are, you have to step us forward, 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 forward. This is Osman Nati from Los Angeles.
Thank you so much,
for
brother.
everything, for your effort to try to bring people together. We are suffering by all ourselves. I want you people to forward all those gruesome images to people like Akeremona, to Fungi, and to all other people who are still standing beside the fence, telling them that if people have been addicted to be killing people, after they finish killing those who you think are your enemies, they will come back to you. If you want to know it, you can go and see how many people have worked for La Republic as ministers are in prison in Ponengi.
Thank you so much.
I want to see you pushing forward.
Backward never.
Independent.
All the way.
Remember, tell people to marry and cut off the small bridges that can lead to other, to communities. So that the military troops should not just use 1 minute and pass on the bridges. They should come and stop there and start to walk and start to trek like us. So we know our territory, we know everything. We don't hate La Republic, we don't hate those people, but those people are against us because even the Cameroon government, if they want to fight people, they should condemn the killing of kids, the killing of elderly people, the burning of property. Those are the kind of things that La Republic is supposed to preserve.
Thank you so much, sir.
Our hope that we are going to survive.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much. And there's something that you mentioned. You mentioned about Akeremona. And we know that recently Akeremona said that our Secretary of Communication, Chris Ano, should be arrested. So this is one thing that I want to tell the people of Amazonia. This is when you know that unity counts. Because we have a caller coming. You know unity counts because when they announced that they want to arrest Akeremona, we all went against that want to arrest our Secretary of Communication, Chris Ano. All of us went against Akeremona. This is called unity in diversity. We mean that when we call Chris Ano to order, it's not because we hate him. It's because we want him to be continuously saying something that stands for everyone in the struggle. Thank you so much. We have a caller. A caller is coming. Hello.
Yeah, hi,
hello. You are talking to the people of Amazonia.
How you doing?
God bless you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Now on the independent way, we don't arrive small.
But there is much more when they arrive. So they arrive now, so truthful nation, the United States, when they always say they stand on the truth, they will come now and turn
terrorists.
The
They are terrorists now. Terrorists. I call them terrorists.
Don't turn directly. They are accomplice to terrorists.
Brother, make a talk something. Make people hear. Thank you so much, brother, for this point. Make people hear fine because people sometimes make a talk small thing. So thank you so much, bro. When not drop the call because you go continue.
Yes.
When Cameroon government they fight Boko Haram for more than 2-3 years ago, when Cameroon government they fight Boko Haram, when Nigerian terrorists, when a real terrorists were all man on this earth know, when they bomb people, go for Chad, go bomb Nigeria, bomb for Cameroon. When Cameroon government they fight for past 3 years, American government never ever give even Kalashnikov. American government never give Cameroon government jets. It never give Cameroon government aircraft. Now when Cameroon government don't declare war to the English-speaking Amazonians, American government will come so. It be like some 3 weeks ago where American ambassador to Cameroon, where he go for Amazonia, for go talk. He go for that, for ambassador for Yaoundé, for Bamenda talk. We feel very, very secure now that at least someone is talking now. Someone is watching our back. We feel secure with a lot of hopes. Just 2 weeks where he don't go back for America. Now 2 weeks this. Now 2 jets where they come give up for Cameroon government. That means say it come survey Amazonia for see where the jet go come they put bomb. We are on our own. America is a hypocrite. They are supporting a terrorism. Continue, brother. Thank you so much for this point.
That's it exactly. We are on our own. No, look, what general today talk up. People don't wait for no UN. We don't wait for no United States. We don't wait for no England, no France or whatsoever. We are on our own and we will fight them. We decided to molest our people then. The simple truth now say, from this our struggle, UN will learn a lesson. Because time will day every UN will call for the negotiation. You know what they no man no hear from them.
We go fight so we go fight so they win.
UN. Then we win them. Then the UN will beg we. You know the text say, I beg let's come and sit and negotiate. Nobody will dare to listen. So we only just see the hypocrisy into it. United States, those are the people that they fight for independence. They fight for the independence against Britain. They fight against Britain. Even when they give just for like they can kill innocent citizens. Because they talk say the Cameroon over them, the big kids over them, that's just some children. They don't forget about everything. All the rest are just fear they make all the other people come out. They truly they like freedom, but they just fear to come out.
I tell you, brother.
UN, we have both ambassadors there.
I tell you. Last time when journalists were there for this internet, this journalists where they call you say Matthew, we're there for UN, where the whole UN for test is say me UN talk. You don't ask UN say UN. You don't see say UN army don't go the enforce Cameroon army for keep people, burn people houses for Amazonia. United Nations love, then refuse to answer question. Don't walk out on the journalist Matthew. I say hi, my people.
Yeah, Matthew always ask the question. They always turn around. Look at UN member, whether UN army radio the blue cap, they throw petrol for houses and the burn them. It means that they support the atrocity, they support the genocide. When these are the people that stand a couple almost a decade ago and say never again to genocide. But this is happening.
This is the time when Amazonia need to understand that the Gambians do not wait for United Nations to achieve their independence. Our crime is that we have joined a territory of Francophonie. With the echo, with la Francophonie and Commonwealth, that is the highest mistake we have done. When we succeed, we shall never be part of Commonwealth. We shall be part of ECOWAS.
This time,
ECOWAS. On the ECOWAS, we shall be part. We see what happened for Gambia, where President Yaya, no one come out. They bring the ECOWAS troop, put them for Senegal, say you must go. Nobody come out, they cannot go. And we need to understand the type of leaders that we have in this struggle. Not be doctors and professors go deliver. Because when Gambia won fight for 2 years, they not be using their professors and doctors for gain independence. Ghana hold their economic school year. For 2 years, school not be there for Ghana. And when Ghana want to, I'm sorry, professor them now people when they say school must go. Say school must go. Yeah. But Ghana said no, if any professor open them, they go burn them. Nigeria be put to 18 months. 18 months when Nigeria put them against professors and doctors.
Yeah.
If they be listening to professors and doctors, they never end school. They go say why you jeopardize the life of citizens. Forgetting that citizens go to finish school without jobs, without anything, without proper formation. And then look like me today, I end up as an activist. Because I had no job in Cameroon. If I had a job in Cameroon wearing coat and tie, would I be talking as an activist? No. That's why the people working in the ministry are quiet today. So the Republic of Cameroon government set us in what we are today. In fact, they made us to be what we are today, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Then again, look at you talk something very right because of no job. These people in the trendy activists, they need to turn fight for their freedom. Look at universities beginning. Don't finish, manage, get a small car at the work.
I say,
useless army, terrorist army, they can't gather those Okada.
You can't gather Okada, you go burn up.
So now the house is the do how.
When you don't say you say me they start up. When you don't try for motivate start up. Now you don't go. Even look at we need to wait. They say that they suppose start up for West Silicon Valley where they for Buya where they call close internet. How now this speaking them where we see sometimes where some Google why they call them say Google this speaking way win some Google coding. This speaking way win them for Africa. When I'm from Amazonia, where you go until you have to cross to La Republic to learn where they don't shut down the internet. It tries to take a winner. When I go and shut internet, Peking don't get jobs. They go rent Okada. They go whether they rent a car and rent and whether they do half or even get Okada. You can't go now. And then you are thinking that self-defense will not be big. Thank you, Cameroon government, for making self-defense what it is today. Because we will continue it. We continue. We know every day that our warriors used to go Okada. How much did they get every day? 2,000 they don't be there. Sometimes my brother go buy 5 Okada for give them employment for some people where they get Okada. Make I tell you say even one day so they not even make up to 2,000. Nobody say they know they make them. They go make them out with bad routes. Who want claim Okada the work of a bad route way if you throw you for what?
Okada.
How they go make money?
This terrorist police and they will to catch us 500 and so on.
Then you come gather the Okada them way. Let's say some soya get 5 Okada. You come gather Okada them, you burn them. You have left 5 and now you have created 5 people, left 5 people unemployed. And now plus the same Samsoya, you come kill them. You left the whole family, the entire family of Samsoya as bloody people who are bleeding their heart and bereaved. And you think that they will not join the restoration force?
Of course they're joining.
Like the Republic must be crazy.
That's it. Again, I get 2 points for talking calendar. The first point I say,
yeah, bro.
Forget about US government. That's the very first thing.
Terrorists,
against everybody in US. you get the right. I talk about the US. You get the right to if you even take the US ambassador to court in the United States here, if he tries to do anything wrong, rally behind a congressman, I bet una. Anywhere the US, rally because a congressman, go tell you. So that thing may happen to do this thing. If the data they double check resolution 1608, if the data they check out, that thing that rally behind the congressman and the teammates of them, but even like the vote them for them directly.
Exactly.
And even the president of the United States, they just standpoint them out anywhere. If the president of the United States standpoint anywhere, they stand to point the hand back in return. That they do all laws to US, the worker. So basically the ambassador and the rally behind a congressman, very, very important.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My second point about unity. You see all these killing of the Kiwis so back home. I need to lie you, Verla. No lie. All the simple thing I say, the lack of unity.
Exactly.
You get unity. Stand for one this thing. You forget the past. People make mistakes. You don't go to one correct the past. You go out for the past. Trust me, go burn down the chaos.
Bro, thank you for
the past. You get blind people then.
Thank you.
I know the unity.
Amen. Amen.
And the Nessa. I don't like unity. But for the sake of the people, for the dying people, the youth that are chilling, the children that are chilling, the houses that are burning.
Amen.
Even they get diseases, cholera, and typhoid, and so on. I beg for that sake. If they come together. Forget about whosoever. MLB, no going up for Boya.
Thank you, bro.
So, trust me, it will not years at the end, we not even succeed at the fear.
Thank you, bro. You have said
Yeah,
the
so
ultimate truth. You have said it. Yes, you have said the ultimate truth. Remember time where self-defense they not get any problem among themselves, where they not fight among themselves. You see the Cameroon government until they send the Republican terrorists for Campo Ambassador and they did knock their head down. But see today, after that politics come into the self-defense, military for the Republic now they enter anyhow where they want.
Anyhow,
see how they kill people for this week. This week they get opportunity for go to our villages. But last time when the interim government they the struggle there on the ground, self-defense day where no politics, not there where they day for day to do the thing where they know I'm best. They nobody leave any village open. They nobody leave them open. Even time when the terrorists enter, they put them all down one by one. This week,
they stand block them, put them down.
Yeah, they block them for that. We will see them, bro. Thank you for this. They call tree so they block route. But seeing politics come 1 year we now only say some self-defense are killing another self-defense people. Brother, I cried like a baby. I cried like a baby.
Look, we are not looking about the people that back home. We forget about the others them.
Thank you.
Look about them. And the people when I see stand hold the other leaders are accountable. We don't only IG. All the other people that say you don't stand. I think talk somebody like Ayabawa the following.
Yeah.
You stand up for master in whatever you like. Openly, you talk about whatever you like. Just that's the thing that one time. This supposed to bring himself down. Calm down and go. So because of this bush, don't do anything to her. I know somebody like General, if you bring it down, say up your drive, so you go try to drown.
Thank you, brother. You don't know, say, you don't forget, say, me and General, we don't dialogue. We and General, we don't dialogue. So you never see time when General become independent, we sort of way back. And he go for be independent. We unite. We want to see him again.
One of the people they were for a very long time.
And we want to see him again. IG brought something where we don't understand him. Now whether where the General stand on you also. I think say you understand when that happened. Which are they talking about?
I understand. That you forget the past.
That ultimatum. It is so the interim government need to unite Akwanga. When Akwanga they talk say enough come unite. Sako na man we get sense. Sako be know when they be fight. Even the members and Sorogate were fighting Sako when Sako was an activist like me. I know it. They were fighting him always. That's why he used to always say common sense, but they still fight you. Make Sako use now your brain. He untie the thing where they be do for Ebenezer before Ebenezer the talk thing where they talk am. Make it come dialogue. Now it be very easy for dialogue am. If they contact me, I go talk am. Well. The still way make them before Akwanga they say enough join them na ultimatum where they begin for ye. That was the highest mistake. You don't see a radical man see the Colonel Verla. You know who I be. Imagine if person can't give me ultimatum say make I not do this. Where be activists. Where be man where I the priest. Where I the priest where I get my mom where no man no fit come up where even Cameroon go no fit come up. Person can't be cover my mom. Imagine say any person so fit cover my mom. Where any person will come say I must do this. That means say lie fire must come too. That means say too I go say something where it no be good. So I think that let me cut it short is that Seseko has the key to unite this thing. Bro, it's very easy. If you want it, I will preach to him what is called Skinnerian theory. How to reinforce people.
Listen, trust me, listen. Try to contact me. If you get to
how to reinforce your people who are radical. Because actually in this struggle, we don't need pastors. Now radicals, then we need them. Now people will get strong bumba hearts. That picking where he says, be stubborn, so now you we need them at this stage of the struggle. We need person that can command and hold AK-47. We don't know people. We see all the people, the worker. Me, people like me, General, Mark, we do the worker so. We the worker, the carry them, always loaded.
Of course.
So these are the people you need in the struggle. You don't need people who can. When David prayed the Bible, David did not just pray the Bible and read the Bible. David prayed the Bible and used what he used to put Goliath down. God empowered him that way.
That's true. Your God was behind me. I don't know if God did behind me 100%. Now only the devil can enter US ambassador head. It cannot convince Donatomi government give this. Devil can enter this other one, South and so on. They only can to enter you and their head. To Probia when the master of the witch.
That man true, eh?
So who knows victory being here? No change on me. We pull them very tight. Self-defense. Everybody in China needs to do self-defense.
Bro.
When diplomacy, when they want me that they can't do this again, you know, it's a get about whatsoever. Self-defense. Period.
Thank you so much for all this thing where they talk. When I come live for tomorrow on a Tuesday where I come, you know, say I know the live for announced time where they come live because I know one Republican. Man, where it be popular, not the still talk and make it be popular. So any people where you want to announce, it means they want to be popular, but me, I not still there for that kind of politics and popularity. So if you come live tomorrow, after tomorrow, bro, if you get chance, talk all this thing where you don't talk today. Because all the thing where you talk, it makes sense. Repeat your last point, please. That your last point, so be fine.
Okay, yeah, no, my last point I say, make all that we will not get county. Any which will get and I say, invest in self-defense. If they start to take this, should not give them to the children. This Namibian distribution, they die. And they picking them, they die. You don't get no country. That's a simple truth. It's this such struggle self. So everything that they invest in self-defense. And the UN and the rest, they can't bring the diplomacy when they perish. You never find them again.
And that 20 me. Person where one do suicide.
Very important.
Person where one do suicide. Make it just come up for street for person where he won't go 6 feet down. If you don't tire for this war, in fact, if you see any person for any country where you don't tire his life, just send them for Amazonia on 20 minutes to just start. You don't need to. You don't even need to wear CPDM dress anymore. You don't need to wear CPDM dress. Just come out on the street. That's it. And they will you will just. In fact, they will just scatter you to flame that you will not even have a piece to be buried. So anyone, if you love your life, this thing where we don't talk for last year, we talk them without self-defense. 20 may not take place. We talk them without self-defense. Now on the Viper and the bees them come out. On the that time when a Viper and bees come out. Because this self-defense
but now so self-defense day, strong.
Now when Viper day, Tiger day, Dragon day, we don't Dragon will get a red dragon, not be even white dragon now. Red dragon. Where will they talk them again? Where some people I go talk about every place get the before now, so I get some 2-1 where they deform them now for 20 me 2 and deform them. One is a million. It take me a million francs CFA to form one, and I have 2 million cash down. I'm doing it. Everything must work. Not be blah 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 blah. Everything must work. So that 20 me in Jakiri now place where I come out. Any man try. The 1 million is working in Jakiri already. Jakiri and any man will try. Then that's why for go from Gokutunya. Day too. Where some group where they form. Where some 2 people then where they come on our military under the Republic military. Some 2 people where they come on for under the Republic military where they there too.
Yeah, no, get a lot of them. So I beg you to be vigilant.
And that one
defense, self-defense.
And I want to that one. Vigilant. And that's what I talk about. When any person resign from the Republic, it form now your own group and not join them with any group where don't they exist. That is my own way I do. Any group where don't they exist, they don't get collaboration with any new group where they come. That means they will not know whether they become so now for spy or for take information. You want to join them here, and we ask them, where is your gun? Where you be the gates? Where is your attires? All these things that we ask them this question, and then they go form their own group, especially people where they come on the military. Not put them for any existing group, because if it comes so when are true, when not be true. When they won't come time information. No, they get their own.
They form their own group and they go from.
And they did that for their own county, for their village where they burn them. Because for place where they know them, place where they know they hide, now place where they burn them. So now we are trying to make sure that let all the self-defense warriors try to hold your own county, your own city, your own village where you come out. Because now for where the people feel identify you, they know saying that you be this, now you be the all man know you. But when you go to other place, there's doubt that you might be a terrorist. You might be a terrorist in disguise too. Bro, thank you for this call for today. You'll be wonderful.
You know that thanks so much, and Verla, keep up. Every man will to keep up. Because this is a genocide. They want to extinguish. We will forget about this thing. Those are the start on the fence. Tomorrow, need God judge you all. Because she don't see this immoral behavior, though she don't pray for God. No. What God is help we will use action into self-defense to defend ourselves.
Thank you so much, brother, for this.
Thank you so much, and keep up.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for this encouragement. Now, people like you, so where they make them before with this deep breed for this struggle now. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So to the people of Amazonia, before I wrap up today, one of the most important thing that brought me to today's life is we are slaves. And one of the things that slave masters does is to make slaves to fight among themselves. That is why they used to bring slaves on the stage to fight among themselves and entertain the slave masters. Because when you fight with your brother, you don't want to see him the next couple of days or months or years. When you fight with your brother and he defeat you and beat you and leave you with blood oozing out of your nostrils, you don't want to see him in the next 1, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 1 year. That is why slave masters used to bring slaves to fight among themselves, because they never wanted slaves to unite among themselves. Because if they allow slaves to build trust and unity among themselves, it means that it is very easy. Slaves will rally among themselves and fight against colonial masters. And that is what happened when Abraham Lincoln of United States stood up as an American president by then. You know who abolished slave trade? Abraham Lincoln. He stood up and rejected and abolished slave trade. That gave opportunity for Martin Luther King to now rise up and unite with his people and fight for the freedom of the black men in the United States. So they were given a chance to unite themselves and fight. Because when Abraham Lincoln abolished slave trade, now they had an opportunity to stop fighting among themselves, because there was no more slavery, and the other folks cannot entertain themselves again with black people fighting among themselves, slave fighting to entertain them. So the slaves came together and built unity among themselves, and then they went against the Western supremacy, and they won bigly and fatly. To the people of Amazonia, the same thing is happening today. The same thing is happening today, where we have to understand that our colonial master of La Republic is making everything possible that we can fight and fight and fight among ourselves. That we can see Akwanga and call him that this man is terrorist. That we can see Samuel Sako and say Samuel Sako cannot deliver. That we can see somebody like Mark Barretta and say he will not deliver. That we can see someone like Colonel Verla and say he don't have wisdom. He don't have wisdom, so he cannot fight for people of Amazonia. That is the prayer and the dreams of our oppressor, of our colonial masters, La République du Cameroun and La France. But as the educated slaves, we must understand that for us to shame them and leave them as they are, we must stop fighting among ourselves and go for unity. And this will start when our interim government must have all realized this too. The interim government will now understand that we are standing here for the people of Amazonia. Therefore, we shall always listen to the cry of the people of Amazonia. If the cry of the people is taking a wrong direction, the interim government holds a position to advise the citizen, to educate the citizen on what is right. Each and every government is supposed to be accountable and is to be held accountable for the things that are not good for the society. Therefore, for any government that we call our government in this society of Amazonia, that government has key rules and duties, which are, when citizens are fighting among themselves, it is the rules or the duties of our government to stop the house fights, to unite the people and remind the people that our enemy is happy when we fight among ourselves. Therefore, the key to unity is in the hands of our government. And if we start to hold Ayaba and Chow Lucas as the key to unity, therefore AGC is the government. But as of now, AGC, we say the government of Amazonia is the interim government. Therefore, the interim government should be held accountable. Don't go and hold people who are not the government. Because if we say that the people and the citizens of Amazonia are the problem, who are refusing to unite, the same thing like Cameroon government is saying, that the citizens, small portion of the citizens are the problem who are refusing to unite with the United Cameroon. Forgetting that it is the government that has the right to bring what they call national unity, national integrity, and make citizens to feel more united and more lovely in that system. Now, when the government do not give every opportunity for every citizen to coexist, that citizen do not merit his existence, and therefore the acts and the doings of that citizen are not favorable for the government that be. I think that this is the most easy way I want to put it down. For the government, for us to move forward, we must see now that we are all endorsing self-defense. There's no reason why we should have grudges with the self-defense masters and then we are holding self-defense as a way forward. Why we are not encouraging and motivating self-defense fathers. We will have to understand. We will have to know that this is the time for us to unite ourselves, and to unite ourselves. A rifleman is not a man that you will think that can just talk to like that. That's why the Republic did not succeed, because rifleman cannot just be conjured like that. So you have to understand too that that rifleman that did not listen to Cameroon government is tantamount to not to listen to us in any time. So it is our right to all try to bring every faction down to unity by trying to be soft and trying to capture them in a very diplomatic style. If we all understand diplomacy, for me, that's how I feel that our diplomacy can bring unity. Our diplomacy can bring unity when the interim government come and say, we apologize for every inconvenience that might have occurred, whether it is from within or extent, whether it is from other groups or from us. We so much believe that when we come together, we can all merge forward like the Americans merging behind Martin Luther King's, like the South Africans behind Nelson Mandela, like the Kenyans behind Jomo Kenyatta, like the people of Africans behind Thomas Sankara, like the people of Africa uniting, Congo uniting behind Patrick Lumumba, and so on and so forth. Julius Nyerere, Thomas Sankara, all these people. We have all come to understand that our people have to rally behind the interim government, and it will love. And for that reason, we are announcing that Ayabacho Lucas is the Minister of Defense of Amazonia, who in Amazonia will not clap. For that reason, we are recognizing that His Excellency Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga is the Secretary of Defense of Amazonia. For that reason, Mark Barretta has become the Minister of Territorial Integrity, Territorial Administration of Amazonia. For that reason, Mr. or Dr. Tampang Ivo Tanku is the Minister of Secondary Education or Higher Education for Amazonia. Brothers and sisters, this is how you bring unity. It's very simple. It's very simple. It is called using Skinnerian theory. Using Skinnerian theory. That's what Americans use. Americans use what is called Skinnerian theory in their government. That's why in America, you don't spank your kids. You motivate your kids. You give them treats, which means you give them candies and biscuits and ask them to do house chores. You want your child to clean the house, you give him a candy and keep another candy and say, look, boy, this candy is very nice. When you must have finished to clean the house, finish the other candies and eat it. And then go and play outside with your friends for 30 minutes. That is how Americans use. It is called Skinnerian theory. You apply Skinnerian theory, you win. You apply the Bandura theory, you never win. You always lost with the Bandura theory. And the Republic of Cameroon government is using the Bandura theory. That's why they lost all the time. We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Yes, hello.
Hello, Mr. Handsome Amazonia. The people are listening to you, sir.
I'm not handsome. The Amazonia is the one that is ugly, handsome, beautiful, nice people, beautiful women and children.
Oh my God. Happy Women's Day to our mother, and happy mother where you come born and this speaking where it gets brain so. Thank you, brother.
No, God know, say the mommy the way they born before Amazonia, they are blessed.
Amen.
They are wonderful blessed.
Bam.
They do not make no come out for no be mistake who come out for Amazonia. Now God ordained, even this struggle, as we talk, now God ordained struggle. Yes, I follow up your program this morning time. I don't hear yourself. I don't always follow your program. Number call for the show. I'll be very happy for what you do and all the activism, Mabarata, all the rest. You people are doing a wonderful job. Right?
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I just call for just add a voice for whatever you talk. Say one. We don't first of all preach about unity up to now. Sometimes the unity, it become like together. After time, it goes to division. It separates. So I did pray, I did try to encourage the ambassadors. Whether you stand up for which division, as long as you put us together, we are one.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, we are one.
Your mama born you well.
So I did pray these leaders them from interim government, Ayabacho, Apanga, and the rest, both of them, we put them up because like them, it's time for the front, the day for front, our leaders them. So no people come criticize some other one, talk about this one, talk the way Colin cannot do fine, talk the way cannot do fine. We need to put courage. What does them? One money them. What that they die back home. We did for years. We talk about vision, talk about this. I need to see what other people they get human hearing. Because even the people the followers of the groups, why are the followers which group internal government and about which is that conscience of you? Which is check them when they see a brother, we don't come as we talk like in the show video. Somebody will just come. With this, follow with that, follow you follow like this man.
So you been a dog.
All that one will help you for it.
I tell you, bro.
We get a goal where we achieve them.
Thank you, bro.
We need to hang that flag for us. That white
and blue
stripe. That star.
Thank you, brother.
We need to hang on to Boya.
Thank you so much.
With all costs. So we are the trainer. I know that. And hear sometimes some people they call him Mr. Obia President. No, the Mr. No, we don't pass that level for Obia is there with his people that were public.
Yeah.
We don't care. We need our independent restored.
Oha.
But all. So many people know. I know because sometimes she don't know how to follow up them when this man come. Then active with them or active with the this one. Then follow how they can criticize. We know say now the public they under they send some spies that they can criticize, but we don't need to put down for our mind. This way, follow what you need to do now. Waiting, we go that flag. When we fly up to Boya, when we fly, we go up left and right. You see the way sky, up in the open. You see the president for air is smile. I mean, you used to go beat. Then those people will die.
I tell you, bro.
They will smile the president and they say, Allah.
I tell you.
This is my blood, not go in pain.
I tell you, bro. I tell you exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, Mr. Colin,
yes, sir.
If you come up, you want to preach. As I hear from the last, the last caller we talked, the church about why you call, when you come, we must talk why they did not the for interim government. What? No, it's not important for now. You people always preach. First of all, you remind me to preach and your heart is open. So you always preach and tell the people. Tell them the truth. There is nothing. Nobody will be forced for the activities. That because the way you feel, you be touched. You try to come.
I tell you, bro.
The one mommy they see the way they scatter this bullet like so within our for Syria.
I tell you.
This is just if we join marriage will not be forced. We will not even join marriage because marriage
I tell you.
Thank
you, bro. Amen. The thing where I don't talk, I'm seeing the one say, as this talk go to continue, so me, I no go follow me crowd, I go just day me now think where I sleep, so God tell me say talk for my people this, because say after 1, 2, 3 years of this struggle, we go the whole nothing where people don't talk for 2 years ago. Now there's some people now people go to listen up. So I don't want me for corrupt, for be corrupt, or for bias, or say person go to push me for talk something. No, I go to do my own how we are done to do charity for back home where you yourself you know before struggle come. Person no need for tell me. Instant na me to tell people say I beg you get small thing, go give someone for back home. No be people that don't unfriend me because I dey force them to do charity. Some people they were for my school where I go St. Sylvester. Any person where be there for my school where they for secondary school, they not there for Facebook for me. They be don't block me because I dey preach for them, say grant them. When I don't there for Europe, when I there for America many years, when I know they do good for back home, so wait in our people, they can't block me just because of my love for people back home. No be sorry there.
Verla, Colonel Verla, sorry, I call you my Colonel. You are our Colonel.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
This person no be one man struggle. People we know this thing before. No be thing for today.
I tell you.
They do the only the person that can criticize. Even the way we come up and only travel, people are doing the beginning about Verla. Yes. Can't reach now. So if we don't even know ourselves, we listen that
and this is where our government need to understand too. Our government needs to understand that if La Republic of Cameroon government being so dreaded and very evil as they are, if they could allow SDF and other political parties to exist, it is okay that in this struggle there shall be people that shall exist like other political parties. Allow them to exist. Because if you try to shut them down and kill them, you are worse than La Republic of Cameroon. Because La Republic has allowed SDF, the Benmonas, and the Akawala to exist. So if we try to shut down these ones that are coming up, then we are the same like Cameroon government. In fact, they will feel that Cameroon government is very secure. So our interim government don't need to give them that opportunity too. Don't. Try to capture them with Skinner theory. Motivate them. Yeah.
The security of the interim government also. Something at the vex in this interim government. Probably become not to become on for social media. Maybe some particular man, maybe me and you. As we make this program, me and you the talk. The world will listen to us. You don't know who say a video go in. You understand?
Yeah.
So this thing we can make about Dr. Akwanga and I this means it was for me. It was totally wrong.
You talk like you
come for social media.
Thank you, so you don't mention this because I think say before one comes, so I don't talk this thing. I thought that how can you sanction people who are not even in the unity? How people who do not even know anything about the Naira Hotel deal, people who do not know even who organized people to go to Naira Hotel, you fire them? How? Are they the one who asked you to go to Naira Hotel? For real, like seriously?
No. But even there was there. There was something that not be all started for we are the player for social media. You understand?
Thank you too for that one.
Social media. Something that nobody forgets to have social media and actually that is I have at you
and then you when they go to celebrate.
You bring a decision among the people who you bring the unity.
And we will know say some people they where they support and Ayabas, like some people being a follower. Some people they were if you like when the struggle of one start when we say make people not fight the man of God because man of God are bringing Christian to the struggle. And that was the truth. Because some people they were they been a follower and person where life now say he be follower. You know if he change ya. He go always be follower. So when you got the fire group leader when we get thousands of followers, you are also causing the fight between thousands of people. And again, you cannot sometimes good is not the best thing.
I will use their platform for building. I believe that they hear me.
Yeah.
I believe I use their platform to tell them and to beg them, say, then they be like, we recognize them like a government.
Exactly.
For Ambazonia.
Exactly.
And the government has to work at the right. We don't go to like a public system again. We are still fighting for that goal. We are closer to that goal. We are closer to our flag, to raise us. Because the day we will sing, hey, the land of glory. Even the national anthem itself is making the birds in the air rejoicing.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
So, so let them stand. Sometimes they will all picking for house. We do all picking now one money born that picking. But they come out, they know the D5. Maybe say they don't come out for one belly. But what mommy do? Mommy before when I forgot that picking and put them for one more. So when I saw my need to shoot them, that's what I to talk. When I know the fight, when I know the do so. Then mommy the talk, come out support the one. Then come out tell me picking this so. Like back picking, I don't want to be picking. That's mommy. Maybe mommy will like picking them. So interim government, they mommy, and why they call the interim government. So I thank you so much, and I believe this message, the people who are under your platform, they hear you, and will continue to support the activism. People like Kapos Daniel, this our account, because sometimes they are not right under Kapos Daniel. I tell you, so when you come out, don't call people's name, but talk what is. Not be all time we need to come call some person's name, not be important. Our important call about Amazonia, people are dying. People are dying. They are killing people every blessed day. They are killed by shooting people. They are, in fact, it is terrible down there. Back home. Horrible. The other day, so my friends they call me for he told me say Kali today, even transportation, they will stop bus for some 2 days, me no water. So all those things. And now way people understand say that government will even see. You know, since man a person really pretend now, that's so they like their show it way.
Whether you be CPDM, member or SDF or whatever, they don't care. Government, they know they care when they want to do their thing.
They don't care. They don't care. So at the city, that one brother where they see this is down. They still manipulate the check whether this struggle will work or no work. Me, I did talk say, God for heaven, this struggle, this our fight, this our flag, it will rest up from Boya.
Amen. Amen.
See?
Amen.
We will see this hail, the land of glory.
Amen.
Hail, the land of glory. That national anthem in the whole wide world, that's the best, the sweetest, and the most wonderful national anthem in the whole wide world.
Amen. As you stop, I go play them. Make people hear.
Yes. So that's my own contribution, General.
Thank you so much, sir, for calling today. Thank you. Your mama where he born you, that mama must live long to see us liberated. Must live long to see the independent, to wear the blue and white stripe and stand in Buya with a hand in the chest and see how the flag is toiling up and being hosted, called the Federal Republic of Amazonia. And
Colonel, when you come up like this, I always talk all my activism. The national anthem is very important. Look, that national anthem, I think is the best.
Yeah.
Always, first of all, your national anthem.
I tell you,
yes.
You hear my hand? Na keyboard is, I just thought na keyboard here na that. You don't hear? You don't hear them? He didn't have a keyboard all the time.
Okay. You feel all the time before any activist you put this advantage to talk with any activist. Some people they come, they just start talk about their show when they don't go into the national anthem to give that honor. Because even though John Frontier they will enter, they will sleep, they will smile. No lie, I talk this one. I believe the Ambazonians will be listening from north to south, from east to west. They will be listening. Gauzé will be listening.
Until I don't ask interim government say the first flag for Amazonia I want get. I want make the interim government hand them for me. Where I talk so tired the way say interim I say I go receive package. Till today I never receive package. I never receive package.
No worry. They say when you do good, not expect that flag for paying.
I say, make they send me flag, make sure, say, when I go use that flag for tell the people, say, the flag behind the platform has been sent by the interim government of Amazonia. How will it be to thousands of people that watch this thing and follow? This is going to be a motivation for people, and I will use it as a motivation. Like a motivational speaker, I will develop a motivation behind it to let people know the reason why we are fighting for this thing. But in the interim government, why I don't buy? Okay, I don't order someone yesterday, I order someone and go come. He come, I don't order them now.
Okay. No worry. I said anything. God will bless you and He will give you abundant. See, you are picking. You know, you will saw man.
Ayo you moment. Ayo you moment.
So I believe in you and I believe in your focus. You are youth. You are not. You know the in the age of 40s. You are youth.
I tell you, brother.
God will bless you. No, anything you do for this world, for this earth, you have your rewards. Not by man, by God. So even this motivation, when you motivate people, you talk the street talk, you talk, and you are very truthful. Because yes, no man is perfect, but you always touch the heart of the people. You don't be following your programs. You always touch the direction of the people.
Thank you.
Do this, do that, stop this. You people, Ivan, Mark, Barrett, all those people, you people are very wonderful. You are very wonderful. We will keep encouraging you. Don't look at the followers. Look at what you are focusing on. Make you the focus on. So forget about the followers. Say the man can be first. The man can talk so. The man be focused to wake up say that's the problem of Saudi Amazonia. They like to come when somebody will make a video, which is not important.
Thank
My
you.
problem, first of all, now take from their small time again. I believe
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now take from small time. I believe we'll be able to give them from Nigeria. When the people in you, they don't contribute left and right. That one never finish. People in there from 2016, when this struggle starts up to now, people they don't die. They contribute down.
Yeah.
Each one ask money, they contribute. They want ask money, they contribute. They ask money, people don't give money. People don't know where the money to go. They want to run away. They grant action down. Then I want to take this opportunity to tell Amber Boys they want Amber Boys, if this nation could reach them, Amber Boys, you people should be careful. If they catch one Amber Boys, if you make them do that safety, make them put safety, make it go in peace because we know I say like a problem or whatever. If the finish me. So we go in peace, they will fight the fight. That's one person is here. We need to keep 200 soldiers. Just that one person for Amber when they kill her.
Thank you.
They will not even touch Amber soldier because those people they are well trained. Because their strategies, even they are confused. They are confused. Even though that boy will be manipulate. They will manipulate and they succeed.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I will always be on your platform all the time. This is my first time to talk to your platform.
Bro,
and I will pray all the time you God give you that
all the time.
strength.
All the time.
Strengthen you and give you more wisdom. All of you, all the activists. Some people they come change me. This is my face, the one you are seeing there. My name is there. That's my name. I will never change it because I'm on the struggle. I do for that struggle. I'm not going to change it. When you get to the change your face because you take you one come around there and do this.
Hey, you what? I tell you, bro.
That people they don't like their life. The people who are there for prison, Mancho BBC, and I also talk. They do it. They go give Mancho prisoner. Let me say
Fire. Thunder.
Amazonia.
Mount Amazonia go erupt. There will be volcanic eruption all over Amazonia.
Then when you see here the Indian government say because Sisiko, our President Sisiko, and the other cabinet, the person who says that, they will no fight at the time of the Indian government. They say no fancy. They never take no action. No action never come up.
And that's why I think that the interim government need to mobilize every citizen now that owning a gun is a right. Let every family hold a gun. Let every family hold a gun, because there's mobilization that's coming before August. Everyone will come out with a weapon for us to chase them out. They will see how they will kill 5 million people in one day. We will chase them out and we will butcher and destroy all of them. Because even when we don't chase them out, they still kill us. When we do, they kill us. It will be better for everyone to do like in Haiti and in Kenya with the Mama movement, where all man be common for street, whether you get Nakalachikot or whatever. Any man come out for street. Imagine, say, as people come out for street for the 22nd of September last year and the 1st October, where all papa the whole Kalashikot for hand. And then only the women go there for inside house. All man go come out from county to county. That means, say, if every people for Jakiri come out for Jakiri, from Vekovi to Bell to Jakiri to Wainama to Sakong to this Mbokam, if they all come out, so the bill and Jendam in Jakiri, in fact, they will just get them like dust. And then the people for Kumbu, imagine, say if people for Kumbu for that side go for that side for Kumbu, for that side for Meluf, for that side for St. Augustine Junction, for all for Muluf, all of them come out. So the police in Kumbu are not up to 50 people. They will just destroy them one time, county by county.
Exactly. So you the activists, you have to be encouraging people for that, because this is the time. There is no time. There is no more time for the people. No more time. We have waited and waited. Whether international body will come and intervene, we are not. We have to stand up and fight for our rights. You know, the slums, some person can't tell their papa land.
Yeah, we need to incorporate it to the Amazonian Constitution. That is why the Americans incorporated their second amendment. That was after the American War of Independence, and the Americans now discovered that the external enemy will always come. American Second Amendment came after the American War of Independence. It was not for Americans to use the gun to fight among themselves and kill their brothers and sisters. It was against the external enemy. So, with the preamble of the Amazonian independence, the preamble of our constitution, therefore, owning a weapon will be a right. It will be a right, yes, a right of self-defense. So, we should preach to our citizens to know that to every citizen, them get Kalashikot. And not be a common village, when we go for palace, they shoot more than how many guns every day. Go for Baba, see what they Baba. Go for Ndop, see how they shoot gun. They display with gun like saying water. So all of these people get gone. Good people get gone. May they mobilize everyone, may they put. Yeah. I tell you.
I know they understand. When they ever hear say God Bali.
Yeah.
Because when we start go back again, that Bali people force them to attack.
And the bullet, and the bullet where they use it, they not use this Western synthetic bullets. They need for use na bullet where they take all these old metal them, they melt them, they make them into small tiny gravel. They use some na bullet that.
Because we have to defeat this. So I'll be here sometime. Probably it belongs to that people they call that Makiza. So belongs to defeat Makiza.
Before Boko Haram, we go the bribe. No be Boko Haram we go the bribe. We don't try bribe. How many times we don't bribe Boko Haram?
If you want to defeat Boko Haram, you want to defeat these people are just called their name.
He defeat people without a country. So he say he defeat Boko Haram. Boko Haram will not get country. He don't forget say we get country. We are fighting as a territory. People of sovereign people. You go to talk people where they don't even get land. Paul Biya.
It make a big mistake. I talk for a problem here because I know say the economy on my platform.
You know the LRC how they tag you. I tag you every time we are one and they don't tag you.
Whoever when you listen for past this month for this message for Pobia, you may say that time it is their past who therefore modern civilization world.
21st century with electronic and civilization. Yeah.
So me in say even the people away if someone was you know give a job. we did it, to pass the one we did it. So, we know say, Ambassador, they are very well educated and learned people. They do everything in strategy. They don't go, they don't be francophones.
Yep.
We do, yes, we are not francophones because they call me ambassadors. We are not francophones.
Yeah.
And we are giving the green light to this our territories. When the time will come, the interim government and the people and the activists, they will give us, we have, the encouragement is there. We have started telling our brothers, those who are living in Yaoundé, Bamenda, Yaoundé, Verla, Bakusta, be careful. If they ask you to leave, just pack your bag, leave you slowly. Because for we are going to remove them by fire, by thunder.
By thunder, by fire, by rain or sun.
Yes. We will remove them. They will have to go out. It's a force. It's a force. We have to do that. We are not this struggle. People's life have been gone. People are in jail. There is no time. We don't have time for them again. We have been pleading, and the francophones, they have never been in support of us. So this is the time to tell them enough is enough. Let's separate. This is the time.
Amen.
And any landlord will keep francophone, even if you keep francophone, they take the collect money for your house, you must you to be one of that terrorists. So just move the francophone out there before you come for your house. Really message go to the landlords. Move all that people then all from politics and now as you belong to that popular regimes like Republic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I like this. I like this. This conclusion because this conclusion tie with the introduction of this today's talk show, and exactly what we just said now. The conclusion is exactly what we said during the introduction phase of this, and that's why you see the face of Dr. Ayabacho Lucas in this platform. We will have to know that it is Yaoundé who is causing all these things with us. In fact, even the arrest of Ayok Tabi and cabinet members, that was pioneered by Yaoundé. So when we deal away with Yaoundé, all these things will stop. Even the in-house fight will stop. Even the traitorship and blackleg will stop because they will not have anything to blackleg for. No one will be paying them anymore because we have defeated La Republic. So we should concentrate on the fire and not the smoke. Not on the effects, but on the fire, what causes the effects.
And I want to remember the ambassador that when we were saying block by block, people do not understand this is the time.
Even me, I was fighting him, right? I was fighting him too. And today, I'm sorry, I apologize today. I was apologizing too.
Dr. Akanga was preaching about AK. Nobody ever believed on AK.
Do you remember when he preached and cried? Cry, sweat and cry every time when people don't understand? And he's saying that there's a time that they will understand.
Let them be themselves. Let them be the leader of themselves as they want to be. Then let them know that we have a government. We are in support of them.
Exactly.
I'm talking to Ayabacho. I know that Ayabacho is listening to you right now.
Exactly.
You get a static block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood.
And we must give him and we must give them all the support and privilege and all the appreciation for that. Because imagine if they have given up in that strategy. Imagine if Ayaba and Akpanga has given up this AK. That means we don't finish now. They will don't capture I also just capture we. And if they will go join IG for that time where they come to IG, say IG, let us deal away with this rat mole in their house. Let us deal away with that rat mole. That means if IG be doing, they not for even capture Ayok Tezeku Tabi. They not for fit.
That's it.
They're not for fit.
It's the greediness of the.
It's a greediness.
Okay, not put that like greediness. Then it's somehow neglect some certain peoples.
Thank you.
They look like their work, they will not be enough.
You know, say La Republic make them now. La Republic, the advice say make they not accept this gunman because gunman La Republic no say when we endorse gun like now. Oh, what Honorable Joseph Weber said will just be fulfilled. La Republic knew, and La Republic make everything possible either to kill Ayaba. Like you see Ayaba today with the bandage in the head. That was done at the beginning of the struggle. Cameroon government tried to kill Ayaba in vain. And they do that, they try to let us now to start fighting them. Maybe, and now when we start fighting them, you know you have to defend yourself. Amazonians have learned not to always defend themselves. They try to defend themselves, and then sometimes they miss it too. As human beings, they are not perfect. They just say things that are very, very violent. Escape. These are radical men. We cannot say they are not radicals. They are, and they will say something that you will die without forgetting it, because they are saying it in self-defense, in self-protection. They believe in self-defense. And when you face a self-defense man, he will say something that you will live with regretting why you even near to the people. Then I understand it, because some people say Ayaba and hunger and cause of arrest of Ayop Sese Kutabi. People who refuse to be part of the interim government, how did they even know about the Naira Hotel deal? Except that then, does it mean that some IG officials are working with them? We met some IG people, we are selling IG, they were with IG and they were working with Ayaba on the background.
Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
You are politics. I go there is just like engineer.
Oh yeah, sure.
Now Barata is just like which name can we give them not Barata, because it's more than a general.
The red is chief command. We call him chief in command.
He's the chief in command. You people saw this and you people analyze it. Before, we do programs all the time. We are following your programs all the time. All the activities.
Thank you,
program.
And we want the interim government to call for general unity. We want the interim government to show us now that actually willing to be working together with the interim government. But the problem is that the members, the citizens, some citizens have some people instead make it the unity very, very hard. That is the problem, bro. The problem is not even the interim government. The problem is the members, us, the citizens, who continue to praise the interim government even to the mouth of La Republique, who continue to press the interim government even to death. And then when the interim government enter the mouth of La Republique, that is when they are discovering that those citizens that we are saying that we are supporting the interim government, we are actually not supporting the interim government, bro. And this is why I say the interim government need to call everyone to order and preach the gospel of no one is more Ambazonia than another.
Please, Colonel.
Hello, bro.
Please. I will use this your platform to say please to Ambazonian citizens. We are already we are on our own right now. So no they talk for him for pigeon too. So that means that we did now on our own. So that let them not say, let them not follow that some particular person. This struggle that for boya the end. No stop for follow. If you unite like one, please, the followers there, they listen to you right now. When they get up, because after this program, they will see people, they will share, and the people that will follow up today's show. So, at the back say, me, the Amazonian citizens, may them stop the follow leaders. Let them follow the right track, the way to Goya, not the way to Ayaracho, not the way to the IG, not the way to Akanga or whoever, the way to Goya. Please, Ambazonians, please, let us follow so that we can defeat Obeya hands down. Don't tell Obeya say, you people will see us so small.
Thank you so much.
Na fly key elephant. Na fly key elephant.
Thank you so much.
So if the look we say will be minority, but they don't know say the intelligent day in us, it plenty part the whole day plenty. Thank you so much. I will be on your show anytime on your show.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much.
See you either tomorrow or Tuesday or good day.
Yes, keep up and all the activists. Kaput Daniel, I will talk for you for your own show too. I will call you, I will talk for you because you get your own one of both. Because I don't always follow Kaput Daniel too for your own shows. Then I will get your own. No, nobody is perfect.
I'll tell you.
Sometimes when I'm out of anger, you go pass. So sometimes when I'm activism too, when I need to come up for a platform, when I need to finalize my work, when I come, when I know say, when I go receive the good, the bad, and the ugly. People that know they can't spoil them. People that they come fix them. People that know they deal they constrain for the flat. And me, as a
I'm not the activist, I'm a follower. I need to follow me interim government, but I do my contribution for all groups. No, I get all the shit for them. So I have all them, I get them.
Thank you.
I don't do them. I don't do them. Yes, but I get I will send someone small $100. I will say, what I'm going to do. I know it's for the struggle. When I'm seeing people dying, why see people dying, they get me.
Thank you.
Innocent souls, young boys and girls, Ambazonian citizens, but they are not killing Francophones because we are standing for our right.
Thank you so much.
It is our right to fight for our independence. It is our right. It is our right. It is the right of the Anglophones. I'm sorry to call it Anglophones, but it's the right of Ambazonians.
Yes, bro. Exactly.
The former, as they always call it, you go to the office for Francophone man, he will tell you know how you don't pass through. You should not go for
tell you.
School for your own day.
I tell you.
Francophone man, you.
Kita envoyé. Tu connais qui est ici? Now so they go talk.
To connect. So just using that phones to intimidate us, which is not good, and that is why we have come to the stop. This is the final stop. This is the final destination. No one will defeat us, not even the international body.
Even
they will listen to us.
No, but they bring Gabon, they pass them, they withdraw their soldiers. They bring Chad, he had Chad, he withdraw. They bring Egypt, he had. Now America, now they don't give up. Make America bring their soldier on the ground, see what will happen. Now for them where they go understand, say for Vietnam, even for Vietnam where they corner the Nova winner.
So thank you, brother. Let's you so that other callers will be called.
Thank you, bro.
Give their own contribution.
Thank you so much, bro.
But I will always people like that and all the other activists in the platform and always follow Ambazonian movement. So we say listing them on Facebook, no for Facebook. Even the Facebook social media, you can motivate people.
Now motivation, yeah.
People they know something about Southern Cameroon now.
So I tell you, all my friends for abroad, they know. All my friends.
They know say Cameroon are first country. Now we know say Cameroon this one are English and French.
Yeah, now so you know say 2 weeks ago for 2018 people don't they ask anytime or your man ask me where you come out, I say Amazonia. They say which side be Amazonia? I say the new country where they is it, go for Google type them. Because now if you go for Google type Amazonia, you don't see Anglophone problem.
Thank you very much. I will keep following your program and the other callers who are listening to you people. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bro, thank you so much. Salute your mama where he born you. He born and well.
Thank you.
All right, the people of Amazonia, I want us to listen to these words of Honorable Joseph Weber. You know one of the motivation that we are in this struggle. Honorable Joseph Weber. Let us listen.
Nation that you call yours, people can do what has been done to our children in West Cameroon. I call it West Cameroon because you will never take it out of our mouths again.
And that is why we have modernized it from West Cameroon to the Southern Cameroons, and now we call it as Amazonia.
Because that is a territory in which we believe in freedom. To go out on the street and demonstrate is a basic right for us.
Amen.
And that is why we are saying that there are two Cameroons that came together. If you are telling us, like a state minister stood here last year and told us that what happened in Cameroon is like dropping a few cubes of sugar into a basin of water. Who is the sugar and who is the water? I'm asking the government bench of Cameroon. Who is that you rape our children? My brother's daughter has been raped in Boya. I swear to you, the government of this country, does the president of this country know that the governors and the DOs and all the administrators you have sent to West Cameroon are out there behaving exactly like an army of occupation? Our people have nowhere to go. We have made all the efforts. Our ancestors and our forefathers trusted you to go into a gentleman's agreement that two people who consider themselves brothers could go to live together. If this is what you show us after 55 years, then those who are saying that we should break Cameroon are right. They are correct. The people of West Cameroon cannot be your slaves. The people of West Cameroon are not, you did not conquer them in war. If this is what you are saying, that we should live in, I say simply, no, it will not work. How do you have an army that's supposed to protect children, step out there, beat them, and rape some? It is not heard of in any country. This is the 21st century, and anybody who does that, I cannot be willing for his government to pay the price. We will exact it on you, because you are making us believe that we went to the wrong place. What is there to say? I want the world to know and to have it on record that we have made efforts. I have sat with ministers and listened to them talk. The first one was the then Minister of Justice, Amadou Ali, 10 years ago. And I took my time, drove from Como to Yaoundé to tell him something is brewing out there. This thing that you people are sending gendarmes to beat people up and say all of these things, there is pain in West Cameroon. And as Minister of Justice, be very careful. What happens there? And he turned around, looked at me, and told me, Mr. Wilbur, it is your people who choose to come here. He is alive. He told me. Last week, I went to see the Minister of Higher Education, Professor Famindongo, and I told him, the problems in Cameroon, the problem we have in West Cameroon, is the problem that will bring down Cameroon. If you do not handle it well, you will not know Cameroon as it is in a few months or in a few years. When people have had pent-up anger and pain, humiliation, for over 50 years, when it bursts out, you will never be able to control it. And I told him, and simply what he asked me was, qu'est-ce que vous allez faire? Because you have your army of occupation out in West Cameroon, you believe that when the people will rise, even if you took the whole of the French army and added to yours, you will never bring them down. And we have no need for that. We don't have...
And today, it has happened. Cameroon government has borrowed armies from all over, bring French intelligence from everywhere, begging military arms from America. They have not succeeded to stop us. And they are not close to stopping us. With independence, we want to know that we have preached and our people know that independence is never gotten from a platter of gold. When you kill the people who are fighting for independence, the people you are killing already know that that's a sacrifice for independence. And that's why they are not looking back. Because they know that their people you are killing, that is the end. You will never kill their people again. Because very soon they shall obtain their independence and you will never ever kill your people again. We feed them, we contribute to them more than 65% in GDP every year, and they give us back just 5%. That means that people them like from Bomeka where they know they even give up to 1% for the GDP. They receive more than 30% money where they come on for Amazonia. We are feeding the whole of Central and West Africa. We know this one for sure. If not, we Gabon no go get food, Congo no go get food, Chad no go get food. Now Amazonia. Now we defeat France, where they come out bunch of bananas, bunch of plantains, bunch of watermelon, pineapple, everything where they come out from CDC, they go give them for France. Where they sell 5 bananas for France, or like €1. But where for Amazonia, where they come buy one big bunch of banana for 500 francs CFA, 1,000 francs CFA, where in now €1. That must end. That must end. That's a lot of money that we have lost. In 1972, where they come kidnap our federal state because they discovered petroleum in Victoria. In 1979, 1972, they kidnapped our federal state because they discovered petroleum in Amazonia. In 1977, they start mining petroleum from Victoria, from Amazonia. Just only in 1979, they were vanishing away and robbing 100,000 drums of petrol every year, every day, every single day from Amazonia. Have you ever known that? That in 1979, where technology never ever be big like today, say La Republic be the rep 100,000 barrels of petrol daily from Amazonia. 100 drums. Imagine for one day for Amazonia. Monday to Monday, every day, then go to carry 100,000 barrels of petrol, or 100,000 drums. People will not understand barrel and drum. 100,000 drums every day, based on CIA reports. I know they talk, this is facts. Because now we don't we know they understand. In 2002, Amazonia, Cameroon was number 6 on earth in terms of what? Number 6 in this world in terms of cocoa production. That cocoa to come now for Usai, now for Amazonia. In 2001, based on CIA report, Cameroon was number 8 on the in this world for coffee production. Usai coffee they come out for Cameroon, not the Amazonia. And then after when we come win, they come destroy the cocoa board. After when we don't win all this trophy, they see said slaves will begin to rise up to fight for their rights. They destroy the Farmers Cooperative Credit Union, where we sponsor people where they do coffee. Brothers and sisters, make we wise so. Now on the independent go feel some way. Nothing. They no give nothing kill with people, so we turn back say we go and go embrace terrorists. Even God said he go there anger with we. There was no way that Egyptian that the Israelite people turn and face and kiss Egyptians. Never in the history of Israelite. There was no way the Israelite people turn and embrace the Egyptian. You cannot embrace a terrorist. You can't embrace somebody that terrorizes your people. We are gone. We are gone. It is over. It is already over. What is happening now is a remnant. It's just the proof that independence is already coming. Because independence never gotten from a platter of gold. What is happening now is those sacrifices that we preach. That we preach before when the 99.9 people decided to stand for independence. When we preach and then we join them for back. That means all we know, say what will happen now is what we already know that will happen prior to independence. That is why we cannot give back, because we know that what is happening now is a way to independence. So we cannot look back. We cannot. If we look back, the death of Samsoya and the Akum Julius will laugh at us. In fact, they will not laugh. They will be very angry. Even God will send us plagues that we will never be able to exist. All of us shall die. God will kill all of us if we look back. Listen to the message, ordained message. Ordained message. Ordained message.
We don't have any need for that in the 21st century. I was one of the believers in a unified Cameroon. And I want to tell this house that what has happened to those children in Buea University and in Bamenda has convinced me that the people who say Cameroon should go in 2 parts are correct.
Of course. Of course. We are correct. Today, Cameroon has already gone in 2 parts. What a prophetic message. What a prophetic message. Oh! Let us listen again.
And there are more and more of us out there who now believe that it is the ultimate end. I listened the other night.
No objection.
An offer of 1,000 jobs. An offer of 2 billion francs for lay schools.
And this is one thing I want to tell the Ambazonian. When this struggle started, I try to keep dates now, like our Honorable Pa Mola Litumbi. I want to keep that like Pa Honorable Mola Litumbi, the state man. When this struggle started on the 2nd of November 2016, Cameroon government wanted to bribe our people to stop this struggle. So on the 2nd of November 2016, Cameroon government brought a communique for the recruitment of 1,000 bilingual citizens. And then they offered 2 billion francs CFA to the lay schools. On the 3rd of November 2016, they published them, signed by President Paul Biya, presidential decree. Presidential decree signed by President Paul Biya that 2 million francs CFA will be given to Amazonians to lay schools as subvention, of course, which is the money coming from the budget. That money is coming from the budget. Why should it be a presidential decree? Every year that money is supposed to be given to the lay school from the budget. Budget when we give more than 65%. Then they call right time saying a presidential decree. I look at myself and say, what do they mean? You will take money from the budget, then it will be a presidential decree. Money where now parliament supposed for decree now president decree. I say wonderful. People suffer because they have lack of knowledge. Then on the 10th of November 2016, they publish them. Today, who said the 2 million don't go? Today, who said the 1,000 employment don't go? They come say the one put Bamenda Stadium. Bamenda Football Stadium, Ham Market. They don't build them. You decide this, you will greet this government again. You cannot greet this government. They tell lies, full of lies, propagandists. Bamenda Football Stadium where they want build them. When that thing collapsed, they want kill with picking them. That thing collapsed the next day. After the outcome, when we say no picking the no go under. Say go don't talk, say picking the made the no go for that field. Picking them go for that field. Then they look. At the next day the field collapse. Now Bama listed him that how market. They come say they want our Santa route. They come take wood ash, put them for Santa route. You know even with 6 months, the root don't all come out. The root don't come out like put me black for head. Like when you put them for underwater, hot water, they black for head, they come out. Now when the root become out, they come put black for head for root. So today, how market for tar root, Santa? How market for tar root? When they come, the kill ghost town, only the worker run behind with people, may they go. People when they write GC last year, and who said they work for ministry now? All when they write GC last year, how market? And who said when I don't get, when I been na chief of bureaus in the ministry in Yaoundé? And who said when I been a ministry workers now? How market? When I say the worker look job too. I don't hear any person where go school last year for get degree say one go Dubai, one go for this Kuwait, one go for this. One go to Dubai. When you stop on go right GC, where we say you know go help you. Say some we where would go outside, that thing they useless. We go start school from afresh. When I come America, go school, so take like 2 years to get prerequisite for America for start go school. That means I come for America until I do all my high school where for Cameroon. Me I don't remember this thing, eh? So the people when one said they want to go write GC this year, when I watch out, when I put a coffin for one house before I want to go write that GC. Like any man where one go for 20 me, put coffin for house first. Make your coffin for house first. Go for the priest. Tell the priest where you go make your funeral. Write your funeral yourself. Autobiography, write your biography. Put them, then they go for fear. You don't too much.
And I laughed at myself. Are my people slaves? So you now take them to be your dogs that you can beat and wound and maim, break their bones, then throw a piece of meat for them to fight over. It has to end. If we, the people of West Cameroon, have to continue doing what we are doing, it is because we believe that the more is always the merrier. When you have more people, you have more chances of surviving in life. If the more people who are the people of East Cameroon have proven to us that our blood means nothing, then it is time for us to say it will soon be over.
It is already over.
I want to give you a quote here in this house that I borrowed from the American liberators. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. The people of West Cameroon have a duty to resist your oppression. I called it oppression because of what I've seen in the field. Let me quote you another 2 instances. 3 weeks ago, there was an incident in Bangolan, which is a neighboring village to Jakiri, where I come from. And I don't know what it was about, and a gendarme officer was killed. And the forces of law and order under the instructions of the SDO of Ngokitunya move into Jakiri, a neighboring village, and take away 100 men. Just beat them up, break their bones, and then just leave them there. And I went to that place where he took these people and I told him, Mr. NGO, you are going to release my people. He sent soldiers to me, and one of them told me, I said, I am the representative of these people because I'm a parliamentarian. And the guy, young man, turned around and asked me, "Et puis quoi? On n'est pas ici à Yaoundé." And he drew a line on the ground to tell me, if you cross here, you will see the consequences. Unfortunately for him, I happen to be a descendant of the warriors, so nobody draws a line before me. And I crossed, and I told him, shoot me. I told the SDO, release my people. In 12 hours, he released them. But some are still lying in the hospital. They beat and kicked a woman and she miscarried, a pregnant woman. And nobody can question this. That is the reason in this master plan to finish our culture and our people. You have chosen that every single administrator or every commander of the army is from East Cameroon. That is why they sit there and they can kill the people without remorse. This has to end. Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, I want to repeat this quote. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. We, the people of West Cameroon, will resist you, and if you want to take that territory by force, you will kill to the last man before you take it. And you can start from me today. You can start from me. It has to end. Somebody has to know that this is not how you treat the people. 50 years is too long. 50 years is a very, very long time. And we come here and sit just talking about the budget. You normalize murder. You normalize rape. Mr. Speaker, I am sorry to tell you that this is part of the resistance. You will hear me to the end. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. It is my duty to defend my people. You will not stop me because of lack of time. Or if you want to, you can call your brutal gendarmes to come and kill me here. I will not. I will not. I want you to hear this, Mr. Speaker, that my people are suffering and that the cube of sugar that was defined in this house. Are you just angry, Mr. Speaker? That the person you consider your slave, a slave has risen in the master's house and is asking a question? I have. Mr. Speaker, I'm telling you, this is part of my resistance, and you will hear me to the end. Bring the brutal soldiers who raped our daughters to take me out of here. I will say it to my end. I will say it to the end. There is nothing you can do to me. I'm wondering whether His Excellency, the President of the Republic, knows that the governors and the DOs are behaving exactly when they are posted to West Cameroon as colonial masters.
What will they do? Will I not feel clap hand? Where they talk things so no man know the show thumbs up and like and share. Oh man, would I clap the show some love now? Ha! People where man, people you know the year. Now resistance so we must resist for clap hands and share and like and love. Now so this thing they go. Thank you plenty. We will continue the year.
When they abuse people and insult them and do all they have done, we have to resist and we have to tell you our people will not be brought down because we came into this union as equal partners. Yes, sir. And I am done. And I am done. And we will resist. And there is nothing you can do to stop us because this is part of our culture that we inherited. You people who fear every administrator and every ruler, we challenge our rulers, we take them to task, and that is why they are accountable. Thank you very much.
To the people of Amazonia, to my brothers and sisters, you have all heard Honorable Joseph Weber. You have heard Honorable Joseph Weber. And this is why you see some of us, whether the fight is from within or extend, we cannot give up because the Honorable Joseph Weber already defined it. That we cannot give up. That you cannot draw a line in front of us and we just sit and wait like, draw a line of us, you better kill us. That is why we are resisting. This is an ordained message that came from God. This message is our motto. We listen to it and then we cannot give up. Every week I listen to this video, and when I'm in life, you have been hearing me always playing this every time. That is why I want to play this because of this resistance, we listen to our Amazonian national anthem. God bless Amazonia and long live Amazonia. And for the people where they listen, when I play this anthem, no be joke. It no be joke where they play this anthem. This anthem no be joke. Now the thing where it separate we from La Republic. The thing where it separate we from all the part of the world. Terrorists do not have anthem. We have an anthem. We are people. We have our flag, our anthem, our preamble of our constitution. We already have the preamble of our constitution. So this is what defines the people, and we have the government already in place. We have the government in place. We have the soldiers above all. There's any government, the soldier is the ultimate. We have the military, the soldiers, the Amazonian self-defense forces. So we have everything that defines a people already now. We have our territorial boundary, and we are fighting now to make sure that our territorial integrity is there. We are making sure that our territorial integrity, our tranquility That's our peace and harmony is there. So I want to thank each and everyone that come today. I want to thank all of you. I shall be live either tomorrow or whatever day. I will not announce the time as usual. Anyone can please come and collaborate. In the evening like this, I find it's good that I do the radio because today is the radio. Thank you so much for listening to the radio FM Amazonia. This is FM Amazonia with Colonel Verla. Thank you so much for listening to Colonel Verla, the FM Amazonia. As we end today's talk show, short live the struggle and long live Amazonia. Here's our anthem. Thank you so much, my people of Amazonia. This is our anthem. Listen to our anthem. Share it, like it, and see you in the another day. Thank you so much. This is Colonel Verla. Bye.
This land of glory, we the Amazonians, nation loyalty. Praise to our Savior who granted us the freedom, and led us to the hero who called the lonely gather. When we sing your glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in the nation, flowing with the glory, 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 glory to the Father for making you a nation and joy forevermore.
Battery is low. Please recharge in time.
And your children shall be like the stars above. You must my God be the watchman of his nation. Amazonia, land of freedom. You shall live in plenty, meeting our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. You must my God be the watchman of his nation.
Thank you. Goodbye.